What's up, everybody? Giancarlo here today, joined by Sublet, of course. And we got a little bit of a surprise yesterday, and that was the full set leak of Romance Dawn OP01. And I was very excited. I wanted to call out of work so I could go home and play One Piece. Um,
It
but
was very difficult to focus yesterday.
it
I
was
agree.
it was really hard to focus. So, um, I got home. I stayed up all night playing One Piece. Me and Sublet woke up at like 9 o'clock this morning, played One Piece for like 5 or 6 hours. I played a lot of One Piece over the past day. We're gonna just kind of if you're familiar with our Dragon Ball content, normally we do a full set breakdown, and we're just gonna do the same thing. Sublet, is there anything you want to add to that?
Now let's get into it. It's a
Let's
lot of
get into
cards.
it. It's a lot of cards. And, some of these, we're going to have a shallow opinion about some of this stuff. I tried to play every deck at least 2 or 3 times. Except, like, King. I didn't bother with that leader because I think he's bad. But we'll get into that. Um, and,
Spoiler alert.
yeah, I mean, some of this stuff we're going to skip through because, like, all the vanillas, okay, it's a vanilla. Moving on. So, yeah, we'll start with Zoro here.
Yeah, so I'll just read the card and then we
Yeah.
can go into our thoughts. Zoro is one of the 8 leaders that we get. He is our set mono red leader. He is, of course, a Straw Hat Crew and a Supernova, so there are synergies there with a few different cards. And he's got effect Don 1, so you put one of your Don on this guy. Your turn, all your characters gain plus 1,000 power. Wow, that's a powerful effect, man. What do you think?
Yeah. So the way I'll just explain this the way my mind works now when it comes to leaders, so I don't have to say it every time. Is how often are you using your leader's effect, and like how often is your leader kind of just a vanilla? And so the strength of Zoro is that you're using this every single turn, and you're getting a lot of value every single turn. Me and you, we've tried a bunch of Red Luffy. I've tried a bunch of Zoro. You've tried a bunch. We've played a lot of Red because that was the most available color.
Yeah.
And Zoro is a little less aggressive than Luffy, but he does mid range better in my opinion. I really like this leader. I think he's strong. You know, I do think Luffy is a little better. I hate to say because like Luffy's effect is just a little more powerful than Zoro's, and it has better synergy with like 5-drop Luffy or 2-drop Sanji. Right, it has a little bit of better synergy. But this Zoro is better at playing cards like Nico Robin and Usopp and some of the other Straw Hat cards. So I mean, I think this is a really strong leader. It's a little more mid range than the other Luffy, but I mean, I think people will pick their poison. Do you want to go super aggro? You'll play Luffy. Do you want to go more slow? You'll play Zoro.
Yeah, I agree. I think Zoro, it's like you said. So he's a vanilla on turn 1 because you
Mm-hmm.
can't attack, and he's a vanilla on turn 2 because you're probably using your energy for other things.
Mm-hmm.
But after turn 2, he's a 6K, and all of your other cards are 6Ks that are on the board.
Yeah.
This effect makes your Nami's 3Ks. This effect makes your Carrots 4Ks. Like this effect makes all of your cards somewhat real, and that's a very powerful thing. Nico Robin now swings for 6 instead of 5. And Nico Robin we'll get to her. She's like one of the most powerful red cards in the set
Mm-hmm.
for the 3 cost slot anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think Zoro is definitely a contender on the list of the higher tiered leaders
Mm-hmm.
moving forward. Uh, I agree with everything you said about Zoro versus Luffy. Zoro is definitely the mid range of the strategies. Him being a slash is very interesting for the 2-drop SR Luffy that we'll get to.
Mm-hmm.
He is a little bit better in the mirror match. When it comes to red versus red, Zoro's a little bit better in that mirror than Luffy is.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, yeah, I think this leader's pretty good. You got anything else to finish on?
No, strong leader.
Strong leader. Moving on, we've got Law. Law is definitely a wombo combo leader. He has got all of this untapped potential, but he's so hard to use. I think he's probably one of the most complicated leaders that we have. So he's a Supernova and a Heart Pirate. Great. So activate main once per turn for 2 Dawn. So you tap 2 energy. If you have 5 characters, you return any of your characters to your hand. Then you play one character with a cost of 5 or less that's a different color than what you bounced. So you can bounce your cards that have effects on play, and you can get a 5-drop out of a 1-drop for 2 energy, which is pretty great. He is both red and green, and as we get through this, you're going to notice a theme that Chesko and I believe that red and green are the two most powerful colors available to us right now.
Yeah, I think so.
He's both of them. And all of that seems fantastic, but the downside of Law being a multicolor leader is that he only has 4 life. And in a meta where I believe red is going to be very popular at the beginning, that 4 life is going to really hold this guy back. In addition to that, you have to have 5 characters in play, which means that your hand is never very thick. You've got to put all of your characters on the board, and you can't counter with characters on your board. So oftentimes you've got 1 and 2 drops just not really doing too much. You've got high combo power, high ceiling, but survivability is kind of low with Law. What do you think?
Excuse me. Yeah, no, that's true. I will be fully honest, and it's like I don't think I just wasn't like interested in this leader too much. So I do think that like someone's gonna crack Law. I don't think we spent enough time with it to fully like understand how amazing this effect is, and it is a very, very strong effect. Play 1-drop Nami, add a Straw Hat, tap 2, bounce it, play your secret rare Yamato, play your 5-drop Law, Wombo combo. Some of the combos we've pulled off with Law were very impressive, and there's a lot of games where you just blow out your opponent very quickly, and then some, like you said, I don't really want to summon Otama very often because then I don't get her 2k power in hand, and there's a lot of great on-play effects in set 1, and I think this leader is pretty strong. I think I'm going to say this a lot, as time progresses, this guy can only get better because more powerful 1-drops mean it's easier to flood the board. More powerful 5-drops mean it's easier to swap out those 1-drops for better and better cards. So I think this guy is really strong. Red and green are the 2 best colors in my opinion. You said that in your opinion as well. So I think he's strong. I think he's a contender in the meta, but it's going to take someone some time to figure out how to break it,
Yeah, we need the One Piece equivalent of a Jeff Jones for this leader, I think.
Or Frisco Frost. We need a Frisco Frost to build this.
Maybe we should get Frisco to build this. Yeah. This is a deck builder's dream.
Yeah, there's a lot of there's so many options because there's a lot of really strong on play effects, and that's what you want. You want something to do something on summon, and then you want to bounce that so you can use it again for a 5-drop, and that 5-drop is whatever you want. But I think it's a good leader. I think we will see this top events. The fact that it's a 4 call. Okay, so all dual leaders right now are 4 life instead of 5. I don't think it's a death sentence for the faster ones, but like for some of the slower leaders, it kind of like it feels really bad to play against aggro because when you're playing a slow control deck and you start at a lower life total, it is kind of hard to keep up with the aggro deck, or one of the several aggro decks,
Yep. And with a leader like Law, like you're going to play a lot of blockers, right?
Yeah.
But the problem is you got to keep 5 on the board. So if you block, you have to dedicate energy to filling the space that just left.
Yeah.
And so, like all of your plays are always your energy consumption in a turn is real awkward, and a lot of times you're not left with 4 energy to dunk into your leader and punch 9k. A lot of times it's just 5k, 5k, 5k board control. Try to out resource your opponent. Because you're at 4 life, you have 1 less resource out the gate, which is a little rough, admittedly.
Yeah.
But at the same time, this is set 1. Being 2 colors on your leader means that you have twice the card pool as any monocolored deck, which matters a lot when the card pool is so limited. So he's an interesting leader for sure. Yeah. I think he can go places. I'm just not sure how long it's going to take for us to see those places that he can go.
Yeah, I mean, I think really, like, this card already kind of exists, but imagine, like, 1 mana, play this card, draw 1. Like, that kind of exists. There's a few cards that do that, but it's like...
Nami?
Yeah, but, like, just draw... Not search top 5, but just draw 1. Like, just that alone will, like, just bump this leader up a lot. Because not one drop Nami is already exceptionally good in this in Law. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's Law.
Yep. Yeah, I think we've been on Law's coattails for a little bit now. We can move a little bit forward here. The other red-green leader. There are 2 red-green leaders and 2 blue-purple leaders in the set, which is very interesting. It's interesting they're opening multicolors out the gate. I think that's very brave of them. That's a set 2 or set 3 kind of mechanic to be introducing in set 1. I hope they don't run out of steam.
I wouldn't worry about it too much. I think there's a lot of, whatever, bro. We'll get, like, blue-red is going to be cracked, and then blue-green, I'm, like, really looking, and, like, I'm already thinking toward the future, but it's like, multicolor is interesting, yeah.
Oh, yeah, blue-red. I can't wait for their blue-red leader. It's going to...
it's going to be Akainu.
Oh, no, it's going to be, it'll be blue-red. There'll be a 3-cost inspired technique Luffy with, Gum Invoker skill. Let's do that.
Yeah.
And all right, so we've got another red-green 5K 4 life. Activate main once per turn for 4. You tap 4 energy. You untap one of your Supernova or Straw Hat characters with a cost of 5 or less, and it gets plus 10k power for the turn. So this is really strong with the kid that's a double striker. But outside of that, it's 4 energy to get another attack in with a card in a meta where removal is pretty available for everybody. So I'm not sure how I feel about this leader, man. What do you think? I don't think this guy's very strong in our meta right now, or at least with our available cards, with the jet pistols running around and everything dying.
Nah, he's just overshadowed. It's not that he's straight up bad, but it's like, again, how often are you really using this effect? I would think the earliest you could actually use this effect relevantly is turn 3, and that's a little bit like, for me, that's like, oh, that's kind of late for me to be starting to use my leader ability. Using this doesn't like increase board presence. There are good combos with it. You have 2-drop Sanji that's like it's an 8k and then a 9k. Like you said, dual attack, double strike kid, whatever. It's dual attack, double strike is pretty strong. I don't know. I can't say I'm a huge fan of this leader, but like he's fine. I think he's just over. I don't think I would ever play this over Mono Red Luffy, and I don't think I'd play this over Law. So I think it's like he's just overshadowed by better leaders.
Yeah, that's exactly what I feel.
Yeah.
Like Mono Red Luffy is just better, so if you need the Straw Hat tag or something,
yeah,
then you just play Mono Red Luffy and enjoy your extra life and your synergies.
Yeah.
And if you're going to play Red Green, play Law because his effect is better.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Next we have Usopp. So when you look at a card in these sets, the combo power is important. If it is a 0-cost 2k or counter,
yeah,
the counter is important. He is a plus 2k counter. That's big. That's a lot of counter right there. So whenever you see these 2Ks, if they have a reasonable effect, not necessarily a great or broken effect, but a reasonable effect, it is a contender for your deck. And Usopp is one of these cards that has a 2k counter. So that's not bad, but he also has a pretty decent effect. If you attach 1 Don to him, and then on your turn, once per turn, you draw a card when your opponent activates an event. That effect is really strong against all decks, pretty much, right? Like, it's super good against blue, obviously, or if you play against, like, Blurple Croc, it's very good. But this kind of an effect is also good against red, because they've got Red Hawk.
Yep.
This is good against green, because they have whatever the card is that untaps your dude.
Paradise, whatever. We'll get to that.
Paradise, whatever. Paradiso, whatever.
Yeah, Paradiso, whatever.
Yep. So this is a very good card. I definitely think we're going to see this in pretty much most red decks, unless they're doing some kind of gimmicky thing like Law, for example.
Mm-hmm.
In your Luffy deck, this guy, your leader puts an energy on this guy, so you don't even have to worry about investing. And in Zoro, It's a 4K with your leader's effect, so you put
Mhm.
another energy on him, all of a sudden he's an attacker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
No,
very good
great.
card.
Yeah, all around great card. Definitely set one red staple. And the fact
Mhm.
that he is a 0+2 counter, even better. Great. We love to see him. As many 0+2 Ks as you can run in your deck is it just makes your deck however much better. So yeah, in Luffy and Zoro, this is like easy staple. Yeah.
Yeah, probably not in law.
No, I don't think. No, he doesn't have. In law, the only thing. So again, I really probably only played about 5 or 6 games with law. If it doesn't say on play, or like a 1 drop blocker like Chopper or Capone, or it's like a 5 drop, like I don't think you have time to play these like do nothing cards in law because you just want to play card, play card, effect, swap, swap, swap. Like you want to combo out with law basically.
I agree, and I don't think you have the ability to invest in energy in this effect in law either.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were testing law out before with the Nami from the starter deck that puts Arrested Dawn on something. I actually don't even think she should be in the deck. She's really slow, so
Interesting.
like I don't think that you have a good easy way to facilitate this guy's effect in law either.
Right. Yeah. 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 Okay.
Yep. All right. Then we've got Uda. This is Shanks's daughter. Is that what this is?
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay, well, this is from the movie coming out, so of course it needs to be in the first set.
Yeah.
Her character type is obviously film.
Film. All
Uh,
right. Cool.
it makes the most sense. So she's a 4-cost 4K with 0 combo power whatsoever or counter power whatsoever. So her effect better be amazing, especially with these horrible stats. On play, add a red character other than Uda with a cost of 3 or less from your trash to your hand. Ah,
It's pretty good. That's a pretty good
you want to take
effect.
this one?
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty good effect. I think at a 4 cost body, it's a little tough. I think it's better in Zoro. I think it's good in Zoro because Zoro makes her a 5K.
Yep.
So she's basically
hmm
4 mana attacker, draw a card, and you draw a card from your drop, which could be it could be any 3 cost red card. So Chopper, Zoro, Usopp to combo with whatever. Man, I think it's a good card. I don't know. Yeah, that's it. It's a solid card. I wish you could combo with it because it would be like a very easy, like probably a 4 of. But the fact that you can't means you can just probably play 2, and you just commit her to the board and you add back whatever you might need in a scenario.
I don't think she's spectacular at all. I think this is a card that if it's not played for free off an effect, it's not worth the energy,
That's
honestly.
fair.
You can do so much more with 4 energy. You,
Mm-hmm.
you could even put 4 energy on your leader and attack if you need to. I mean, I see Zoro
Mm-hmm.
having some utility for this just because she becomes an attacker.
Yeah.
Outside of Zoro, I don't really like this card. I think that you can only play so many cards that you can't counter with in your
Mm-hmm.
deck, and this is just not you can't compare this to the cards like Big Luffy, for example.
Right. Yeah. All right,
So
that's fair. I don't disagree with you. It seems like an alright card. Maybe in the future it'll get better, like you said. Maybe you can play it off of an effect.
yeah, like if this card can be cheated out, it's fantastic. If you got to hard cast it, it's much less fantastic, and it has synergy with
Yeah.
film cards,
Yeah.
so that's great.
Yeah.
All right, then we have Otama. Otama
Otama.
is an interesting little card.
Yeah.
So she is a 1-cost 0 attack. In One Piece, when things are 0, they do not die.
Yep.
So that, which is interesting because in all of Bandai's other games, things die the moment they hit 0.
Mm-hmm.
She is a 2K combo or 2K counter, which is great, fantastic. I'm already happy with this. And then she has on play, give one of your opponent's characters minus 2K power during this turn. This effect is extremely powerful in red because all of your removal targets the power of the card. If the card has X power or less, kill it. There's so many cards. We got Nico Robin, which we haven't gotten to yet. We got Gum Gum Jet Pistol.
Mm-hmm.
Red Hawk obviously won't work on this because the 2K would wear off. But like there are so many effects that you have that just target a power. So let's say they spend 8 mana They drop the green kid who has 8K and has to be removed. I can pay 1 for Uda or Otama, puts him to 6K, and then I can jet pistol him if I
Yeah.
need to. Uh, Robin, we'll talk more about the combos this has with Robin when we get to her. But I think that this is a 2 of in most.
You still there? You cut off for a second. All right, that was weird. I don't know what happened. I don't know what point you got cut off. Solo was talking about how Tom was an interesting card. You want to just carry? You want to keep going?
Yeah, it's just a very good card. All your stuff is power dependent, and she reduces their power to the point where you can actually remove things that are too big normally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've
Pretty
been
good
playing her
card.
at
What do
4 of, yeah, because, like,
you?
at the end of the day, she's still a 0-man at 2K. Although she doesn't have, like, a lot of searchability, like, she doesn't get searched with Nami or whatever. She's also really good in Law because she has a really good on-play effect. She's a 1 cost, which means it's easy to play multiple battle cards in one turn. So, yeah, I think she's good.
I agree. All right, moving on. We have Caribou. Uh, this character's weird, dude. I remember watching this awful. It's an awful arc. First off, and like this character, this, ugh, ugh, gross. Just giant cum monster.
Yep.
Anyway, so he is a 3 mana 4K with a 1K counter. Supernova, so there are some Supernova synergies there. On KO, you KO one of your opponent's characters with 4K power or less. I think this is too slow.
Yeah, I don't
What
like
do you
it.
think?
It's too slow. I don't like it.
Yep.
If there was ever a draft format, yeah, it'd be pretty alright. But other than that, no, it's not that good.
Yep. All right, we got Cavendish. Cavendish is a card that I thought was going to be better than he ended up being
Yep.
in playtesting. So he is a supernova, and his pirates are called the Beautiful Pirates.
Yeah, look at him. He's beautiful.
I guess so. All right. Well, Pretty Boy here is a 4 mana 5K with no combo power. And he has on play, you may add 1 card from your life area to your hand. This card gains rush during this turn, which means it gets to attack. Yeah, this effect seems great until you realize that they printed like 5 or 6 rushers, and you can't actually cram your deck filled with rushers. So this is one of the worst rushers available to us.
Yeah, this card was dead as soon as they printed Zoro.
It was. It basically, yeah. Zoro power creeps. Zoro's probably the best SR in the set. We'll get to him soon, I'm sure. But like, Zoro is this card, but cheaper without a cost. It's just like, why would you ever play this card? This doesn't even have Straw Hat synergies. So
Yeah, it's
like, he's not bad, but I don't want to add a card from my life to my hand just to be able to attack with this.
yeah, he's kind of mid. I mean, that's really all I can say about him. A little mid. That's it.
Mm-hmm. All right, then we have Carrot. Every color has one of these. These are shield trigger play thems. So she's a 2 mana 3K with some combo power, and trigger play this card. So if this card is in your life when they attack, you get a 3K body on the board. Is that good? Yeah, actually that's very good. If your deck can have room for these cards, they're very impactful.
Yeah.
Especially in Zoro, for example. In Zoro, this is a 4K, which means you just put 1 energy on it and it can attack. When your opponent is going in and they've cleared your board and they have accounted for everything, Carrot is the one thing they didn't account for. They accounted for you maybe removing something on their board. They didn't account for you having an extra attacker. Carrot and the Carrot-like cards can all give you that extra damage. This is reach, is what this is. In a card game, reach is what we call extra damage, how you can get further than what your opponent sees. What is my reach right now? And Carrot is reach. Just like every rusher is reach, rushers in your life aren't as good as a Carrot in your life. So I think this card's great. What do you think?
No, I think it's. I agree that it's a good card depending on the color. So it is.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's good in decks like Zoro, Luffy, and Law. I do think it's good. In a deck like Crocodile, I don't think, or a deck like Kaido, no, I don't think we play it. But yeah, this Carrot specifically is a really good card. I like it a lot. I have been playing it in Zoro, like you said. Sometimes they just attack your life. Now I have a free attacker, and if I draw it, yeah, the worst case worst, I can still combo with it. And in Zoro, she's a 4K, so I only have to attach one Don to her to push leader. So I think it's great, and like everything you just said was correct. Yeah.
Yep. And yeah, you're right. These are color dependent. When we get
Correct,
to each
yeah.
one, we can discuss how good or bad they are. Carrot
Mhm.
is the best one of all four of them because red does not have
Correct.
a good shield trigger character. All the other colors have
Correct.
great shield trigger dudes, but the red doesn't. So
Yep.
carrot is kind of the dude that you need there, you know.
Absolutely, I agree.
All right, moving on. We have.
So
I'm not
vanilla.
even gonna. I'm not gonna attempt to say this thing's
Yeah.
name. This is a one cost 3K vanilla. You're not playing this garbage. Moving on.
Yeah, yeah. I think we can just skip past every. I don't think there's any vanillas worth talking about. So yeah, we'll just.
Yeah. Oh,
Uh oh.
that was
Okay.
that was interesting.
Dennis.
All right. You say Dennis. This says Gordon.
I know. It's just I like. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna call this guy something different every time.
All right. Well, Steven here is a 2-mana 3K. He's got 2K combo power, so we're already looking at him with this expression on our face, like,
Yeah.
is he a good card? On play, you bottom deck a card from your hand and draw one. That's not bad.
This
That's
card's
not
good.
bad on a 2K combo.
I like this card a lot in Law because let's say you have too many like in like Law, it's a wombo combo deck. This guy's gonna help you filter your hand even just a little bit. He's got some wombo combo potential, and he's a 0-mana 2K counter. All right, I like the card. I like it.
But Law has a bad habit of having the combo, but not the wombo.
Yeah.
And this guy can really help you find that wombo.
Yep. No, I like this card a lot. I think it's
Yep.
good, specifically in Law and nothing else. I don't think I'd play this in anything else.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he has synergy with film, so
All right, so
maybe.
maybe we get some film. I don't know.
Yeah, I think this is a cool card. I think that you probably play Usopp over this in your Zoros and your
Oh
Luffy's.
yeah, absolutely.
But in Law, this guy says on play, so he's definitely going in there.
That's it. Yep.
All right, everybody wave goodbye to Igor here.
All right. So vanilla.
Vanilla.
Moving
So
on.
crotch shot vanilla here.
Yep.
Moving on.
There we go.
All right, Sanji. This is an interesting card. So this
Mhm.
this is another 2K combo, which is good. We're already looking at it, thinking about it. Remember Gordon's face? That's what you're thinking with something with a 2K combo. 2-mana 3K. That stat line is fine. It's acceptable. Activate main once per turn. Add a card from your life to your hand. This character gains plus 2K power and gets 2 rested Don. So this effect makes him a 7K.
It's pretty big.
That's pretty big. That is pretty big. My issue with this card is he is a 2-drop, and 2-drops are so easy to kill that I feel like you're keeping this in your hand in most matchups as combo power. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. Generally, it's a card you'd only play when you're behind or kind of when you really just want to ensure you have another body. He does have good synergy with the green-red Luffy leader because you can swing with him as a 7K, tap 4, untap him, swing with him as an 8K. That's 2 pretty big attacks for one battle card to have. The fact that he's a 0-mana 2K Straw Hat, which means he has a lot of synergy with Nami, with Straw Hat cards. I think it's a good card. I don't know. I mean, you played it 4. At worst case scenario, you're going to combo with it. I think it's a good card.
Yep, absolutely. He's not the best Straw Hat card. The best Straw Hat is, of course, Jet Pistol. All right. We got Jinbei. I always thought this guy had an M in his name.
I did too. I just noticed that this morning because I kept typing in Jimbe and nothing came up, and I was like, "What am I fucking stupid? Like, what's going on here?"
All right, so this is a 4-mana 5K with no combo power, so we're expecting a pretty powerful effect to warrant a spot in the deck. He's got blocker. 4-cost blocker. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Don 1 on block. So if he's got 1 Don on him, when you block, you play a 2-cost from your hand.
I think this card
Not worth
sucks.
it, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
it's
not worth it.
way too slow. Being 4 is like the worst mana you can be in the game. Like 4 is the worst because it dies the king and it's really slow. Like my 2-cost can also die to king, but it's only 2 and I'm gonna play it and get its effect. Then you have to attach it onto this card sucks, and you can't combo with it. I hate this card. I don't know. I don't think it's good.
I like odd cost cards because you can generally play them going first or second. So
Yeah.
going first, you have 1 energy. Going second, you have 2 energy on your first turn. So Jinbei could be a second turn play if you went second, which is
Yeah.
great, but you can't put the Don on him,
Right.
so he's not actually doing anything. You're
Yeah.
not going to block their leader with this. You don't block with 5Ks because then they die, and you're like, I really wanted to attack with that.
Yeah,
Um,
I also don't like 4 mana 5K blockers. They seem pointless unless they have a. We're gonna get to some that have really good secondary effects, but like that stat, I don't. This stat line's like really bad. 4 mana 5K with no like really good effect is just not good in my opinion. I don't like it.
yeah, I agree. A 4 mana 5K needs an on play rest something huge, kill something huge, or have rush.
It just. I mean, it can. There's a lot of good effects that 4 mana 5Ks have. Just Jinbei's not one of them. You know.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
All right, we got Tony Chopper. This is a 3-cost 4K.
Mm-hmm.
Another Straw Hat. He's got a 1K combo. That's interesting. Don 1. When attacking, you may trash 1 card from your hand. Add a Straw Hat type character card other than Tony Chopper with a cost of 4 or less from your trash to your hand. I think they're just better cards. I think if
Yep.
I'm going to play a 3-cost 4K, I'm going to play Nico Robin, which I'm guessing is the next card on the list.
Yeah, he's just a little. He's just due to. He's not. I'm not. I wouldn't say he's bad due to space issues. He just gets taken out for better cards. Just mid, and then there's better options. That's all I'd say.
Yeah, if he did not trash a card, if he was like when
Oh
attacking,
Jesus!
add a
Yeah,
card,
that's way
yeah, it'd be a
different.
4
Yeah,
of. Yeah,
absolutely.
but that trash a card makes him unplayable. It's kind of funny. If they made this a 3 mana 3K with add a card from your drop to your hand when he attacks, he'd be good.
That'd be a different story.
He'd be
Yeah.
balanced. Yeah, but nope.
Yeah.
We got Nami. This is the opening play. If you go
Just
against red, this is what's going to happen
all
every
right.
turn one.
Well, okay. This is actually a weird translation. So the actual this translation is wrong. We're gonna get into a couple ones, so I'll just read it. It says on play, look at the top 5 cards from your deck to your hand. Reveal 1 Straw Hat Crew type character card other than Nami. Okay, so the real translation is add 1 Straw Hat Crew type card. So you can add event cards with this. This translation is not correct. That being said, this is a busted ass card. I mean, go ahead, Sully. I just wanted to point that out before we talked about it.
Yeah. So the fact that this card, at least the translation that we have, can add any Straw Hat Crew type card to your hand, it gets Jet Pistol. The ability to search your Jet Pistol is broken. Yep. Jet Pistol is the best spell in the entire game for its cost. It is 4 cost, kill a 6K or less, and it's got a shield trigger to activate main. The ability to get to it. A lot of the power players in the game right now are 5 mana 6Ks, and that clears all of them. Is that your Croc block? He's dead. Is that your Law that you're going to use for your Wombo combos that you left on the board? Guess what? Dead. Is that a blocker that you need to live? Guess what? Dead. Nami searches all of that crud, and she has combo power.
Yep.
And unlike the other 1-drop searchers, she doesn't require an extra energy and to tap herself to do it. Yep. She is superior to Verona because she actually draws a card. Mm-hmm. She is superior to Bonnie because she doesn't require an energy or tap herself. And I don't even know that Purple has one. Purple has like a 1-drop that searches Smile Fruit, so she's superior to that card because Smile Fruit's not a good card. So
okay, and just whenever the official translation comes out, if this only searches character cards, it's still a great card. I mean, it gets a little worse, but at the end of the day, you can still add your Zoros and your Usopps and your big Luffys and your little Luffys. It's still a great card, even if she only gets characters. So, but anyway, this card is nuts. Auto 4 of in every red deck, plus I like it in Law too. So.
Oh yeah, she's a 4 of in every red deck period right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got Nico Robin. This is one of the most powerful red cards in the set. Mark my words. This is a 3 mana 4K with 1K combo. Don 1, when attacking, KO one of your opponent's characters with 3K power or less. On attacking, this kills little blockers. This kills cards that have effects that your opponent didn't want to attack with. This kills your opponent's setup plays. This kills your opponent's combo plays. Nico Robin is so good that in the mirror match, you have to jet pistol her. You have to take a -1 on economy, a 4-cost card to kill a 3-cost card, just because she's that strong. She attacks leader and pops the 2-drop Luffy. This card is nuts, man. What do you think?
She's kill on sight.
Best
I
card?
think this is one of the best cards in the set, in my opinion. I think it's incredibly powerful. Everything you just said is right. She's kill on sight. No matter what color I'm playing, if I see this Robin, I'm gonna just kill her on sight. The biggest thing is that she kills any 1 or 2 cost or even a 3-cost blocker. You have Otama, which reduces something's power by 2. So if you have Nico Robin, and let's say they have a 4 or a 5 power character card, let's just say Raizo or even Purple Queen, I can summon Otama, reduce it by 2, attack with Robin, and get a free clear on your 5-drop Queen or your 3-drop Raizo. Just any character card. It doesn't matter. 3 cost or less, boom, dead. Huge plus. And then she's a lightning rod, because if this card is in rest mode, I am attacking it with everything until it's dead. And so she acts as a blocker as well. One of the best cards in the set. You absolutely have to just whatever means you have to kill her, you got to do it. That's all I'll say.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, earlier today we were playtesting. I killed a Yamato with this card.
Killed the secret rare. Yeah, you played Otama, swung with Robin. Oh, it's a dead ass bitch. It sucks.
Yeah, very good card for sure. This is a 4K vanilla. I don't think anything else needs to be said. New giant pirate crew.
Yeah,
weird.
It's worse than the Frankie because it's not a straw hat, I guess. Whatever.
Yep. We got Bartolomeo, or however you say this dude's name.
Yeah.
He's a blocker, 2K, 2 cost, and then Don 2 on the opponent's turn. He gains 3K power. You just play Chopper. You don't need this card.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's bad, but again,
it's a side deck. Side deck card for aggro.
Maybe. That's not unreasonable. Just like you said, better options. Yeah, better options. Yeah,
that's just need another blocker.
Yeah.
This dude is something else to look at. 2 mana 3K with some combo powers, not bad. Activate main, you rest this character. Your leader or one of your characters gains 2K power during this turn. If this guy negged one of your opponent's characters instead, he'd be very playable. I think buffing your own characters, he's not worth it.
Yeah, I think Baroque is just better because it has the same stat line, but it's a 0 mana 2K counter. So Baroque is just inherently better, not to mention Baroque is also a straw hat, so
Yeah, just meh.
Yep.
We got Frankie. This card's interesting. So it's a 3 mana 4K with no combo power. A Don 1, he can attack your opponent's active characters. Robin tends to fill that kind of a removal role to kill active characters. But I could see Frankie being a side deck card for decks where they just have cards like Sentimaru on the board that you need to attack, you know?
Yeah, I don't think this is a bad card. We might see it played in like flex spots, but yeah, like you said, Robin is generally just a little better. But this, I wouldn't call it bad. It's not amazing, but it's just fine.
Yeah, if I was going to play this, I would just play Otama instead to combo with Robin.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we got a Brook. He is a 4 mana 5K with some combo power. Don 1, when attacking, give up to 2 of your opponent's characters minus 2K power during this turn. So this card combos really well with Robin, but it's not likely they're both going to be on the board at the same time. I don't know. I like this card, but a 4 cost 5K is just, it's a hard stat line.
Like 4 cost 5Ks are just like, it's 4 mana is the worst cost in the game right now, and people might laugh when I say, but like 4 Dawn is just the worst stat line to have. Unless the card's extremely good, like this is a mid card on that stat line.
Unless it's Jet Pistol.
Well, that's different, but yeah, I mean, again, there's just better options that you'll end up filling your deck before you're like, oh, I really want this card. So it's whatever,
Good card in Zoro. You could play this instead of Sanji.
You could. You absolutely could. Yeah.
Yeah. Because in Zoro, this is a 4 cost 6K, and that's a much better stat line.
Absolutely, yeah.
Marco, what a waste of potential. This
vanilla,
guy. Oh my god, so it's so upsetting. I just found out what he does in the Wano arc. This is bullcrud.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
Marco's a beast, bro. Sorry. I don't know. It's a waste of a card, but whatever. But he'll have his time to shine in his white. In the white, I know it's so disrespectful, bro. There's another form of Whitebeard. So disrespectful. The Whitebeard deck, the Whitebeard Pirates will have their time to shine. That's all I have to say.
All right, we got 2-drop Luffy SR. This is a great card.
Absolutely.
This is what a red staple looks like.
Mm-hmm.
It is a 2-cost 3K with combo power.
Yeah.
And Don 2, this character can't be KO'd in battle by strike attribute characters. Meaning, if your opponent is playing red Luffy leader, their leader can't kill this. It just physically cannot. A lot of cards are actually strike attribute in red. So in red, this guy is hard to kill.
Yeah, he's really good in the mirror match. Yeah.
Yep. And then he has an activate main. You attach 2 of your rested Don to him, so he just becomes a 5K for free.
Yeah.
This card's broken. This card's amazing.
It's a very strong red staple. At the end of the day, if he gets 1 attack off and he dies, he is a 2-mana 5K body, which is a good stat line, a really strong stat line. If his effect comes up, good for you. If not, it's still attacked, and it attacked in a really early game, which is like a 5K is much more likely to deal a damage in the early game than it is the late game. So you got a nice attack in. So I mean, it's a great card. Again, Straw Hat, Supernova has ton of synergy with a bunch of other stuff. It's a really good card.
Yeah, 2-mana 5K. You don't need to say anything else. It's a 2-mana 5K, 0 downside, and combo power. I'm sold. 4.
Yep.
4 in the deck. Also, the SPR looks amazing.
This
is the best art. This is the best SR in the entire set. This is a 3-mana 5K. Those are vanilla stat lines, and it has Rush. And that's it. There's no bad on this card.
I don't know if is it the best SR in the set? That's tough.
Name one SR better than a 3-mana 5K Rush.
I don't know. Anyway, go ahead.
I got the perfect analogy for you. This is a Hearthstone analogy for those of you watching. What separates a great Face Hunter deck from a good Face Hunter deck? It's your animal companions. You always roll.
Oh, jeez. I get it. All right. I'm sold. Zoro's Huffer. I'm sold. Yeah, no, this is it's a great card. I mean, yeah, it's a 4 of in every single red deck, including Law and including the 2 red-green decks. It should be a 4 of. It's one of the better cards you can get off of Nami. Luffy can untap it and then it attacks twice. Law can you can attack with it and then add it back to your hand so it attacks next turn. It has insane combos with this 5-drop Law because you go play Zoro swing, swap into 5-drop Law, pick your Otama back up, play the same Zoro again, and then swing it. So again, it's an amazing card. It's a 3-mana 6K in the Zoro leader, which is a big ass attacker for 3 energy. So
Luffy, because Luffy puts the energy on it.
It's a great. No complaints. It's a great card. Is it the best SR? I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out because we're going to go through all the SRs. But it's an amazing card.
I'm telling you, man, it's the best SR. This doesn't even have to go face. It can be rush, attack a card you need to kill. Like, it's a 3-mana removal. It's Jet Pistol, but 1 less and a body.
It's a great card.
Your opponent has the respect.
It's a great card.
I don't know. I think always roll Huffer. All right, always roll
It's Huffer. A great card. I agree.
Yeah. Then we have Red Hawk. Red got so many crazy cards, man.
Yep.
All right, so Red Hawk. This is a 2-cost counter window card that every color has one of, and they all have to be respected. You need to make sure you know what your opponent's 2-cost card is.
Yeah.
Because all of them 4K combo, but they have a bonus effect. You got to play around them. So Red Hawk, 4K combo for 2 energy, then you KO one of your opponent's characters with 4K power or less. At the beginning part of the game, this is going to slay games. Yep. Games will be lost on the back of this card.
Yeah.
Like, this card's nuts. Its shield trigger effect is add this card to your hand. That's what the shield trigger.
That's not necessarily true. So the shield trigger, right, is still good, right? So it's give your opponent's leader or one character's negative 10,000, which means they're 0K. So it's basically 0 mana prevent an attack. So if I'm tapped out and I hit this off of my shield, then I can stop one of your attacks still. So it's never it always has that utility. Like you said, if your opponent doesn't play around this, they can get extremely punished. It's happened to me. I mean, it's going to happen to everybody at least once, I think. You know what I mean? And sometimes you just can't play around it. Maybe they have a 1-drop Bonnie or a 1-drop Nami or a 1-drop blocker. You can't make that a 4K, you know what I mean? So then you're going to get a free kill off of your Red Hawk. So amazing card. Have you been playing this in Luffy? I think you have been, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. It's a great card. It's a really good card.
It's a great card. Yeah. There's no reason not to play this card. To play around it, your opponent has to play awkwardly too.
They do. They have to equip the Dawn before they attack, and it's like it can just make their plays a little weird.
Yep. So yeah, this card's great.
Yep.
Round Table, on the other hand, is not. This is main. Give one of your opponent's characters minus 10k power during this turn. If you could hit the leader with it, it'd be broken. But for 4 freaking energy,
this card
it doesn't even kill anything.
This card might see play. There are some really big. Listen, bro. There's some
Shanks 0. Kill him.
Yes, there's some really big body cards, and Round Table helps you kill them. I don't know.
No. This has no shield trigger effect.
This card will it'll never. It's not in this current set. Down the line, might see play. I don't know.
Nah.
All right.
Not
whatever.
at all. Unless you change the rules and that kills something, then it replaces Jet Pistol or works in tandem with it. Nah.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead. All
right. We have Green Star Rafflesia. So a 1-cost counter, give your opponent's leader or one of their characters minus 2k power for the turn. Why? I have 0 mana 2k combos. This doesn't do anything advantageous.
Yeah.
I can't use it on my turn to combo with Robin or Jet Pistol. I get that
they're just better cards. That's it,
yeah.
Like Guard Point combo.
Like this one.
Yeah, like Radical Beam, yeah.
Like Radical Beam. I love Radical Beam. I think this card's better than Guard Point. But they're situationally.
Certainly has a higher ceiling, yeah.
Yeah. So for 1k power, you get a 2k combo, but if your life is 2 or less, you get a 4k combo instead, which is very good. Trigger, give your leader plus 1k power for the turn, so it's like a Sensu Bean.
It's the same exact trigger as Guard Point, yeah.
Yep. So it's like Guard Point, but worse early game, better late game.
Yep.
I would prefer it to be better late game, honestly, because the attacks get too big for Guard Point. And if your opponent thinks you're playing Guard Point in the late game, they'll go 9k, and then you can do this in one combo out of it. So
yeah, it has a higher ceiling. It's better in the multicolor leaders because they have less life, which means they're going to be at 2 life quicker. And it's a great card. I'm inclined to agree with you. Guard Point is better early game at fighting for board. Maybe you want to protect your Robin or something. But I mean, at the end of the day, this has a higher ceiling, which probably means I'm just probably going to play the card with the higher ceiling.
Yep.
Yep.
So that's a very good card for sure. In 2 years at Saba Odi Archipelago. Dude, I am not writing this on a deck list. I will not play this card just so I don't have to write this on a deck
list. There's other reasons you're not playing this card, but okay.
I know there are. So 1 mana Nami's effect. I would rather play Nami.
Yeah, trigger, activate main. This card's too mid. We just already have cards to do stuff, and pass. That's it.
Yeah, pass.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, and here we're in the green.
All right, so this is the green leader. I definitely did not see the green leader being Odin here at the start. But
yeah,
cool. So we got a 5k. Yeah, it's cool. It's 5k with 5 life. That's cool. Activate main once per turn. Trash 1 Land of Wano type card in your hand. Untap 2 of your energy. That reads broken. But in practice, you have no cards in your hand because all the Wano cards spam cards out of your hand.
It's very mid. Again, it's like what I said earlier about how many times are you using your leader ability in a game. This one, if you're using this a lot, then you have no hand. So I don't like it. The reality is I think Kid is better. And I don't see a reason why I would play this over Kid. There are some cards that you can only use with a Kozuki Odin leader, and those cards are incredibly powerful, but I don't think they bridge the gap. And I just think this is I just think Kid is just strictly better. Not that this is bad. I mean, I think people who like Odin, you have a good leader. I mean, you could play it. It's not that bad.
Yeah. He's definitely playable, I guess.
He's
All right.
playable. I mean, I played 3 games with him. He felt fine. Green is still really powerful. So like, if you play this against a blue deck, you're still like, oh, okay, I'm still winning. Like it's fine.
Yep. All right. We got Ashura Doji, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
3 cost 4K with combo power. Don 1, if your opponent has 2 or more rested characters, this gets plus 2K power. This is just unnecessary card. Green has so many better
Oh,
cards in this slot.
it's a big body, but it's very mid. Yeah.
Yeah.
But now
Uh,
the combos you can do within the Odin deck makes this better because there's a card that untaps this. So he attacks for 7 twice, which is good. That's 2 good attacks. You know what I mean?
oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But being a 3 cost card, he is removable by most of the
I know.
things
Yeah.
that exist.
Overall, he's not exceptionally strong. I agree.
Yeah.
Here we
But
go.
one that is this 3
Exceptional.
cost 3K.
Yeah.
It's a freaking 2K combo power, and you can play it to rest a 4 cost or less.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
4 of. You just
For
play
easy
4 of it.
4 up. It is
For its combo power. For its combo power alone.
alone. Well, yeah. So it's pseudo removal because it doesn't add. But like, let's say my opponent plays Nico Robin. Okay, I'll play this card, rest it, and then I get to attack Robin with the leader. It's up to them to protect it. Blah blah blah. So it's pseudo removal. It also rest blockers. It's a great card. There's more than one of this effect in the green deck, which is really annoying because I get to rest almost everything you play. This is an amazing card. Easy 4 of. I like it in Law too because it has a good on play effect, and it's a 0 mana 2K. I think it's a great card.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's also got the best typing.
Rip R.I.P. Whitebeard R.I.P. Whitebeard's my favorite character, so it's fucking yeah. I hate to see the
If he's your
disrespect.
favorite character, I don't want to know what this means for him.
Nice, you know. It's a good story. I mean, he had a good story.
Great arc, best arc.
Yeah.
Inu Ararush, Dog with Sword.
Dog.
So this is Dog with Sword guy. 3 cost 4K with some combo power. He is Don 2, when attacking, untap one of your Don.
Mm-hmm.
I think this card's amazing in its own deck.
Correct.
Because no, this is not once per turn.
Not once per turn.
And you have cards that untap him.
You do.
So
he's pretty good.
Yeah.
He's all right. Again, kind of mid outside of the like it's kind of mid in general, but there's some good combos to be had with him. So he's all right.
Yep. Outside of the Odin deck, he's not that spectacular. He's a very archetype specific card.
Correct. Yeah.
In that archetype, he's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Okiku, this is just a good
Very
card.
strong
3
card.
This is vanilla stat lines with an effect.
Yep.
All right.
That effect is very strong.
We saw how broken that was with Zoro. Let's see what green got. Don 1, when attacking once per turn. Rest one of your opponent's characters that cost 5 or less.
That's a lot. That's a lot of cards. A lot of cards are 5 or less. The only downside to this card is you can't combo with her. But I mean, it's an incredibly powerful effect on a really good statted card. So it's very easy to play this at like 3. It's a really strong card. That's all I can really say.
Yeah, I agree. I think 2 to 3. I don't think she's a 4.
Yeah. No, just because you can't combo with her, you don't want to draw too many. She also doesn't have an on-play effect. So when you're playing, like when green plays against purple, it's really like almost pointless to play battle cards because of the amount of removal purple has. You're just like, okay, whatever. I'll just attack with my leader twice every turn, and that's going to get a lot of the job done, you know?
Yeah, unless you just use Yamato to crit all of the life, right?
Mm-hmm. That could happen too, yeah.
I don't know
vanilla.
what this thing is, but it's a 1 mana 3K, so we're going
That
to move
is Kinemon's wife, but yeah, whatever.
on. This is Kinemon?
Kinemon's wife, yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. Who cares?
All right.
It's just a vanilla, yeah.
All right, here we have Turtle Bro.
Yeah.
This is if you never knew this is the 5th Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, right, yeah.
And he's not really needed in green because you have Killer, who kills something, and he comes out in play with 3K. So you don't actually need this card in green. So he's not as good as Carrot.
Yeah, but in Law you have the option to play both. So I mean, hey, it's there if you need it. You know, I agree though. Yeah, Killer's better. I agree.
Yep.
Yep.
Apparently this card is flavor texted very well. I don't know what this thing
Good
is.
theming.
This is the worst card that I've ever read. The 1 mana 3K vanillas are better than this.
I agree.
2 mana 3K with 1K combo power. Don 1 when attacking. KO one of your opponent's rested characters with a cost of 2 or less. On KO, your opponent chooses one card from your hand. Trash that card. This is worst. The worst card. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's not good, and if you watch the anime and you're caught up, I think the theming is very good. This is a really good themed card, but that's why you don't play it, because it's really horrible stats, really mediocre effect, really horrible drawback, and I don't think this card never sees play. So anyway, who cares? You know what I mean?
Yeah, this definitely never sees play.
Yeah. If it was
at all.
If it was like an on play effect, then I'd be like, okay, well, it's good in law because you can just bounce it back to your hand. But no, this card sucks. Who cares?
Yep. And on top of all of that, there will be an SPR of this, and I know I'm gonna pull it.
Oh, gee.
I'm so excited to get a close up of this ugly mug.
Yeah.
All right, here we have a good card finally.
Yeah.
We have Killer. This is a 2 mana 2K with some combo power, and he's a blocker. He also has Don 1 on block. If you have 3 or more characters, draw a card. It's fantastic.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Fantastic.
I mean, I've been like experimenting with him at different numbers. Maybe he's not a 4 of, but I mean he's block a card, then block an attack, then draw a card is pretty strong. I like this card. It's pretty good.
Yep. How often do you think he cuts his own hair off by doing moves like this?
I don't think he does. I think he's too skilled with his own blades.
He's too skilled, you say? Okay, because it looks like he's about to cut his hair off.
But he doesn't somehow.
That's fair.
No.
All right, here we have an SR that's not better than Zoro. We have Kinemon. Kinemon is a 6-cost 6K. Mm-hmm. This is unfortunate. Whenever you see something with 6K power, you should feel a little bit sad about spending 6 energy on it.
It's just gonna get jet pistol.
It just dies to jet pistol.
Yep.
On play, if your leader card is Odin, you play one of those awful cards that we've been reading with a cost of 3 or less from your hand. And then Don 1 when attacking once per turn, you untap one of them. So this guy is really great if he lives. His on-play effect is not good enough for this stat line, in my opinion.
It's interesting. That's interesting. I think it's pretty good. Like overall, he's a really good card. I just don't think he's good enough for me to be like, oh, okay, I'm playing Odin because of this card. Overall, though, I think he's strong. I mean, you can untap 2 energy. You can get 2 7K attacks. You can do a lot. Rizo, unfortunately, says once per turn. Otherwise, you'd be able to draw 2 cards, which would be cracked. But I mean, it's just I think it's a pretty strong card.
I think he's okay at best. I don't know.
I mean, whatever. That's fine.
I think that he's a great card in a weak archetype, which makes him a weak card.
That's very reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we have Momonosuke in his non-dragon form. This is a 1 mana 0K with an effect very similar to Bonnie.
Yeah.
So it's an activate main for 1 energy. You rest this guy, and then you look at the top 5 cards of your deck and get a Land of Wano type card and add it to your hand. Then you bottom the rest of them.
It's a good card. You played it for because it combos with Rizo really well, the same way that Bonnie combos with Rizo really well. But I mean, it's just okay. Like it's a fine 1-drop.
Yeah, I mean, again, good card in a bad deck is a mediocre card,
yeah.
right?
No, I agree. Yeah, completely. Yeah, I agree.
Then we have who is this?
Komurasaki. I don't know. You'll find out when you watch. Sublet is on Dressrosa, so he needs to hurry the hell up and catch up.
Oh God, Dressrosa is a slog, man.
I know.
All right, so this is 1-cost 0K with a 3-cost on play effect. So this is a 4-cost 0K. So for 4 energy, if my leader is Odin, I untap a 3-cost.
Yeah.
Not worth.
I wish she was a 0 mana 2K. I agree that she's not really worth it. She's hard to play. That's all. She's pretty hard to play.
Yeah, she really is.
Mm-hmm.
She's hard to justify, like the board space.
Yeah. All right, we got a vanilla.
No.
Pass.
Pass. All right, we got Sachi and Penguin. They both summon each other.
Yeah.
So Sachi and Penguin are 3 mana 4Ks with 1K combo that are blockers.
No,
And then on play,
one of them's a 2K. This one's a 4K. The other's a 2K.
oh whatever.
Yeah.
On play, if you don't have the other one in play, you play the other one from your hand. You don't draw a lot of cards in one piece unless you're blue.
They're not good. I think green does draw a good bit, but I don't think they're good. When we had less cards, I would play these, and there were a lot of games where I would have one and not the other. There were a lot of games where I'd have two of the same copy and not the other. And I don't want to play a 3 mana blocker. I don't. I don't think they're that good. They've made their way out of my green deck, and I haven't missed them. They're not the worst cards in the world, but I don't like them.
One Piece is not a game where you can consistently have both of these cards in your hand and justify 8 slots in your deck.
It's a shit. Even if you're just playing them at 3s, which makes their consistency even lower. Like I don't like it.
Yeah, and there's nothing that searches them. Like Bonnie does not get Heart Pirate; she gets Supernovas. So it's just not.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Not.
You got a vanilla.
Oh, look at that, a vanilla. Woo! All right, Dinjiro.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a 5-cost 7K. That's some stats.
Those are really strong stats. Yeah.
Those are some strong stats. Kinemon needed those stats.
Mm-hmm.
Don 1 when attacking. If your leader is Odin, untap 2 energy. So it's a strong stat line, strong effect, but again, the archetype itself feels kind of mediocre, and as a result, great card, mediocre deck, mediocre card.
Absolutely.
If you could play this in any green deck, you would, but he's leader locked, and that is unfortunate.
Maybe I don't know. He's also, again, you can't combo with him either, so it just. I feel like they were really hesitant to make these like really, really good, so they made them like as good as they think they could have,
Yeah, I mean, no, you would play. The stat line is enough to make this a 2-up. 5-cost 7K that untaps 2, like it's really hard to kill a 7K.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, like this is most likely getting that attack through.
Yeah,
and that means that he cost 3. He was a 3 mana 7K. That's great. That's fantastic. This would be a great card. It would justify no combo power.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, you can't. Okay. It's better than Hawkins, for example.
Yeah, it's probably better than Hawkins, yeah. But I mean, we don't play Hawkins either, so I don't know.
That's true. All right. Then we got Traffy here. Traffy's a really good card.
It's a sick
card. Remember that Kinemon was a 6-cost 6K. Traffy is a 5-cost 6K with blocker, and on play, return a character from your hand, or return a character and play to your hand, and then play a 3-cost. So in Law, this is like everything you do. All of your deck is built around just cheesing this and Zoro.
Yeah.
Outside of Law, this card recycles your cat guy. We haven't gotten to Cat Viper.
Haven't gotten to Cat Viper yet,
yeah. Yeah. So it recycles your dudes that tap your opponent's stuff. It recycles your draw. It turns something that just attacked into a blocker potentially by replacing it with a Capone.
Yep.
He himself is a 6K blocker. So if your opponent swings with a 7, you block with him, use the spell that puts him to 8, then untaps him.
Yep.
And your opponent is like, God dang it, I didn't know that could happen. Not speaking from experience at all. And so, and to top that all off, his artwork is fantastic, both this and his SPR.
Yeah, no, I agree. This is an extremely powerful card. It helps wombo combo in the Law deck, and in the mono green decks, it's just like you say, summon killer, bounce killer back to hand, play Rhizo, attack with Rhizo, draw a card, bounce Rhizo back to hand, so it's safe. I could then replay that Rhizo in active mode, so they can't attack it. I could play, I can just blah blah blah. The combos flow. Very nice and well. And then, the block and untap on this is extremely powerful as well. So I think it's just, I'm playing it at 4. I don't mind that it doesn't combo because it's such a good card.
Yeah, it doesn't need to combo. Not every card in the game needs to combo, and this is one of those that's worth it.
Yeah, I agree. That's a great card.
Still not better than Zoro.
It's one of the better SRs in the set, though, yeah.
Oh, it is. Yeah, no, this is a card that you should not be sad about pulling.
Yeah.
But not better than Zoro.
Here we go. Cat Viper. Or Nekomamushi.
Right, Cat Viper. So 2 mana, 3K, with some combo power, and this is a staple in all green decks because for 2 energy, you rest one of your opponent's 3 cost or less on play. That rests most of the blockers that you're going to see. It combos with Law. It just combos with so much stuff. He's a 3K, so you can dunk 2 energy into him, swing, and then put him back in your hand with another effect. Just a good card.
It's a great
very,
card.
very good card.
Yeah.
Staple. Green staple.
Very good.
This is Sad Panda. Beppo.
He's Angry Panda now.
Yeah. He's got great combo cost, but a 4 cost 4K.
It's horrible stats, yeah.
Horrible stats. Dawn 1, when attacking, you play a Heart Pirate other than Beppo, the cost of 4 or less from your hand. I mean, that's not bad. I don't hate this card. You know, this is a consideration in a deck that plays a lot of Heart Pirates because of his combo power. Like, most of the time you keep him in hand for combo.
Yeah.
And if you're in a very good position, you can play this card to do some crazy stuff.
He's also not once per turn, so if you're playing Luffy, you can untap him, then play 2 bodies. It's fine. You know, if we come to the point where there's like a really, really good Heart Pirate deck, then we can consider this. Right now, it's a pass, you know?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Hard pass. Penguin, we talked about you. He is worse than the other one.
He's worse.
Just strictly worse. Strictly worse.
Yeah.
All right. Wow. Broken. All right, we got another SR. We got Eustace, Captain Kidd. This is an 8 cost 8K, so god dang impossible to kill.
It's pretty big.
Outside of attacking it. Yeah. Dawn 1, opponent's turn. If this character is rested, your opponent can't attack any character other than Eustace, Captain Kidd. Which I'm curious to see the rulings on that. Am I allowed to attack Eustace, Captain Kids other than this one?
Yes, if they're
so that you can't block.
Correct. So the leader is not a Captain Kidd; it's just Eustace Kidd. But anyway, whatever.
The leader is Captain Kidd, but he's not a character. He's a leader.
All right, fair enough. Anyway, so if you have the 3 cost in rest mode, like the 3 cost is also a Eustace Captain Kidd, they could attack that one. But yeah, I mean, this dude is, you know, okay, I'm going to just sit here and I have a big 8K body, plus a really good effect on the turn I'm played. This is a solid 2 of. I don't think you want to play more than 2 just because you don't want to draw this early game and you're probably only playing 1 a game. So this is a fine 2 of, you know?
Yep. Yeah, and he's got to activate main once per turn. You rest him, you play a 3 cost. So on the turn he's played, you are able to rest him to lock your opponent.
Yeah.
He's a very good card. Again, not better than Zoro. And all the Eustace cards are so angry because, well, he's left-handed, and that's unfortunate for him.
Unfortunate. Raizo is a
really good card. So we have Raizo, the Storm Monarch. He's a 3 cost 4K with combo power. When attacking once per turn, if you have 2 or more rested characters, draw 1. Apparently, he counts himself in that.
He sure does.
So staple 4 of?
Staple 4 of, absolutely. I mean, it's just a great card, you know.
It's draw power. Cannot understate that enough. Draw power is amazing.
Yeah, you cannot underestimate simple +1s. He has a fine 3 mana 4K. That's fine. That's what a lot of cards with 3 mana 4Ks. Fine stat line, combo power, good effect. Staple 4 of. I like this is one of the better cards in green for sure. Combos well with Bonnie from the starter deck, and combos well with Momonosuke because they rest themselves, which then you can attack with your Raizo, and it gets around summoning sickness. You know, if you didn't have 2 bodies established.
Yep, Raizo the Storm Monarch is very good.
Very good.
I don't even know what Wire is, but he's a vanilla, so we're moving on. All right, we got X Drizzy here. Mm-hmm. So Drizzy is a 5 cost 6K.
Great stats.
With combo power.
Yeah.
Great. That's great. Great lineup there. And then on play, KO one of your opponent's rested characters with a 4 or less.
Great effect.
Mandatory 2 of.
Yeah, I've been playing this at 2. He's also a Supernova. You can grab him off Bonnie. Great, good card. I mean, I have no complaints. It's a solid, good stat line, good on play effect, good attack the following turn. Great card.
Yep. Very great indeed. All right, then we have You Can Be My Samurai. I'm sure that means something to somebody. He's a one. This is a one-cost event with no trigger and main. Rest 2 of your characters to draw 2 cards. No,
Yeah,
no, I will not.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
No.
I don't like it.
If this cost 1 and then it said you may rest 2 of your Don to draw 2 cards,
Oh,
it would make sense in the deck
we're in there,
because
baby.
then your leader would untap those 2.
Yep.
No,
Yeah.
just hard pass. Hard pass. Demon Face. This is a card I think is very good, but it has no trigger, so it makes it hard to play.
Yeah.
So Demon Face is a 6-cost, activate main, KO 2 of your opponent's rested characters with a cost of 5 or less. That is great, but they're already rested, so they've already done the damage. It's hard to play this.
Yeah.
It's hard to fit this in. It's really hard to.
I'm not a huge fan. This is one of the ones where I was like, if there was a draft format, this would be a strong card, but like, who cares? You know what I mean? So
if it had a shield trigger, if it just had a shield trigger,
if it had a shield trigger, it'd be very high up there in consideration. But it doesn't. It's pass. I don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I could see this card seeing play though. I think this card is very good. It's just not four of good.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Jet Pistol good.
Yep.
Paradise Waterfall, on the other hand, this is 4 of good.
Fantastic.
We have one cost event counter. Your leader or one of your characters gets plus 2k power. Then untap one of your characters. So you block with Law, play this, untap Law.
Mm-hmm.
You swing with Yamato. Your opponent attacks it. You untap it. Then they can't attack it again. It's really great, and its trigger is insane.
Mm-hmm.
KO one of your opponent's rested characters with a cost of 4 or less. My God,
Great card.
why is its trigger so good?
Yeah. Yeah, there's no downsides to this card. This is an easy staple 4 of in green, in my opinion. I thought like it was going to be hard to get better than Punk Gibson, which I'm sure we'll get to in the next couple of cards. But I saw this and I was like, oh, well, this is just like better, right? I mean, now Punk Gibson is also a great card. I think I'm playing both. I play 4 of this and 2 Gibson. Maybe I'll go back up to 3 Gibson. I don't know yet, but this is an insane card.
Yeah, I think Gibson is next, but yeah, like this automatically power creeps Scalpel for sure.
Oh, Scalpel always sucked. Yeah, the card was always bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that, Punk Gibson.
Yeah.
I don't know what a Punk Gibson is. You said it was like a metal band or something? Yo, is that a Pooh's arm? Is he smashing a Pooh?
Yeah. No. Gibson is a type of guitar, and all of Eustace Kid's attacks are like themed after rock and roll.
Sure, of course they are. Is this?
That is a Pooh.
So
Yeah, he does not like a Pooh. They're not friends.
That's fair. Why did Kid make his right arm metal when his left arm is already metal?
I don't know. I don't know.
All right, fair enough. Anyway, so this is your like I said before with Red Red Hawk.
Yeah.
This is your 2-cost 4K combo spell that you need to play around.
Yep.
So counter your leader or one of your characters gains 4K. Then you rest one of your opponent's 4 costs. So this stops 2 attacks.
Great card.
Resting is very good because your stuff just kills things, and its shield trigger rests any character, regardless of cost or power or anything.
Yep.
Card is insane.
It's a great card.
Absolutely insane.
You just got to respect it. You got to play around it. Like I said, I have it at 2 right now just because I think Paradise Waterfall is so good. But, I had it at 4 before Paradise was revealed, and I was like, oh, I love this card. This card's so good. Anyway, yeah, it's just a great card.
Yeah, you could easily do 4 and 4. I think
absolutely,
8 spells isn't fine.
You absolutely could. There's nothing wrong with that,
Yeah, this card's just spectacular.
Yep.
Then I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
Yep. All right. So this is a 3-cost main with no shield trigger. You may discard a card. Discard a card, and then you untap one of your 3 costs. Boy, they really love doing this. I don't think that's worth 3 energy and discarding a card.
I completely agree. This card sucks. That's it. I don't know. I don't think this card's very good.
Yeah. Like the only one that it's good with in all of these is the big guy in the back, just because he's 7K.
Because he's big. Yeah.
Like this is the 4th time I've attacked with him, or at least it would have been if my opponent hadn't killed it already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, we're on to
blue.
And we got Don Quixote do Flamingo. His arc is interesting.
I'm very hype about this leader in particular. I think he's super strong. Go ahead and read him, and we'll talk about him, I guess.
Yep. All right, so Airplane Fingers here is 7 Warlords of the Sea, which is very useful. A lot of your cards require that. He has Dawn 2, when attacking, for 1 energy. So it's 3 energy total that you have to invest into this effect. Reveal 1 card from the top of your deck. If it is a 7 Warlords of the Sea type character card with a cost of 4 or less, play it rested. So this card, I know you want to talk about. I'll let you talk about it. Go ahead.
So, there's a lot to unpack, right? So, I think he's really...
He's got some trauma, just like Law.
He's really well designed, I think. Playing it to rest mode means that, like, they're probably going to attack it, right? Because they don't want you to have a free body. However, there's several warlords that have on-play effects. You're generally cheating out a higher costed thing for 1. I really like that you have to attach to leader instead of just tapping 3, because you get to attack with a 7K every single turn. 7K attacks other character cards very effectively. It attacks leaders very effectively. So I get to attack with a 7K every single turn, and then I tap 1 to play a 4 cost that I normally would then have to... I would normally would have tapped 4, so I cheated out. He's one of the only leaders that actually pluses. One thing we've noticed about every single leader is that they don't plus. Like, as good as Zoro is, he doesn't plus you in card advantage. Law kind of pluses you in card advantage, kind of. Luffy doesn't plus you in card advantage. Kaido doesn't plus you in card. There's only 2 leaders, right? One of 2 leaders that actually give you card advantage, and this is one of them. And I think it's a really strong effect, but it is very balanced. He can really only get better because if they release more and more warlords, then he's going to have much better effects. You know what I mean? So I am excited I played a lot of this leader. Right now he's extremely slow, and I don't know how well he'll be able to compete with the aggro deck. But yeah, I mean, he's just super good. I think he's really good,
I agree. Again, this is a card game where you don't draw a lot of cards. You don't see a lot of cards. Blue is a color that controls the top of its deck. This leader never misses. It just doesn't. You always know what the top 5 cards of your deck are in blue. Yeah. So I think it's great. Yep. Attack, draw a card, draw 5K on the board, and then block it with one of your shield triggered Boa Hancocks. Pretty good.
Some. A lot of the time they do just die, but like I said, some of them have death rattle effects, some of them have on-play effects. Sometimes you're paying 1 energy to stop an attack, which is kind of just like playing a 1-cost blocker. So I mean, it's again, like I think it's good, and because I'm not playing a lot of cards from my hand, I always had I always had more cards in my hand than my opponent. But he is a little bit slow. I do think he's going to struggle pretty hard with the aggro decks. So I think maybe I think blue and purple are just the 2 lesser colors. Like me and Sabo, I know we agree. Red and green are the best, and then blue and purple are just they're going to struggle with the red and green decks.
Yeah, they're not that far behind. Don't get us wrong. Bandai has done a good job with this set. They revealed the cards in the wrong order. They spent a whole week just this one has rush and this one has rush and this one has rush, and you're just look at the other colors. Okay, I guess every other deck is dead. Yeah. Red is king. But they've done a great job balancing it for sure.
They have. Every color has at least 1, if not multiple playable leaders. Every color.
Yep. All right, so we'll keep going. We've got the Blurples. We have Blurple Kaido. Purple and blue as a combo is very strong. Yep. You have access to some crazy combinations of cards. And this Kaido is also an Animal Kingdom pirate leader, which means you have access to all of the really good Kaido cards. Yep. The only downside is you're a control deck with 4 life, which is rough.
It can be.
Dawn, it can. Well, you're slow, and that extra resource is important.
Yep.
Then you have Dawn 1, your turn, once per turn. When one of your opponent's characters is KO'd, add a card from your Don deck, and make it active.
It's pretty strong. It's a really strong effect. Very often yeah,
Onigashima in your leader.
on a leader, yeah. Um, yeah, man. I mean, a lot of the time, I just find I'm at 10 energy like on turn 4. Like it's a lot, you know. It's sometimes before then I'm at 10 energy, but you're always you have more energy than you know what to do with. You know what I mean? It's a great effect. Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. It means you don't need to run Onigashima in your deck either. You can still
I
win, but you don't need.
yeah. You don't. I tried that. It worked okay. I mean, it was getting to 10 the first time is really easy, and then like getting to 10 the second time is a little bit harder if you don't have Onigashima, basically. But the first getting to 10 the first time is easy, like every game. Yeah, I agree.
Yep. All right, then we have Blurple Croc.
Yep.
Blurple Croc is
Interesting.
God. He reads so good.
I just need to spend more time with him. Yeah.
As we get more, yeah, I want to spend more time. I want to spend more time with the Blurple Kaido, but
Yeah.
Croc definitely he just needs a little bit more to be nutty. So he's got 4 life. He's a 5K. Don 1. When you activate an event, you may draw a card if you have 4 or less cards in your hand and you haven't drawn a card with this leader's effect. So it's worded like this, and I'm going to make an assumption here that it's like Dragon Ball. This effect actually activates every single time you activate an event card. So they put the rest of these words on there. If you haven't drawn using this leader's effect, instead of putting once per turn at the top, so it doesn't whiff because you have 5 or 6 cards in your hand the first time. Yeah. So it's a lot of words to say. If you have 4 or less cards in your hand when you activate an event, draw a card.
So I know we don't have an official ruling. I asked on the Discord, and some guy told me this ruling, which is I'll accept it. You draw before you resolve the extra card or the event card, which is good because some event cards also draw you cards. So you don't want to draw yourself out of Crocodile's effect. So basically, let's say I have 5 cards in hand. I activate All-Star Calamity. Okay, I activate Calamity. Now I have 4 cards in hand. Kaido effect activates first. I draw. Now I have a 5th card in hand. All-Star Calamity activates. I draw. Now I have a 6th card in hand. So that's the way the rulings tab on this. Look, I don't know. When we get the official ruling, maybe that changes. But that's the official ruling now. And, well, I mean, whatever. That's the ruling I was told. So I'm going with it. I think it's really strong.
That's the official ruling I heard off the street.
Yeah, just some guy said it, and I'm inclined to believe him. I mean, whatever.
Yeah, this effect is fantastic because it works on both turns.
Yeah.
So it actually makes playing the Baroque Works card that we're going to see here in a little bit not the worst thing in the world. Triggering on both turns means for 1 energy you drew 2 cards.
Yeah.
God dang, that's freaking powerful. Yeah, Blurple Croc is pretty cool. He's both 7 warlords and Baroque Works, so pretty much every card in the set works with him.
Yep.
All right, we got Arlong, 4 mana 5K. Oof. There. Here we go again. Don 1, activate main. You may rest this character. Choose 1 card in your opponent's hand, and they reveal it. If it's an event, you bottom deck one of your opponent's life.
What is this like? You just side this in the Crocodile mirror match or something? Like I don't like this card, but that effect is so nutty. Like what the hell?
Well, this is Rush. This is Blues Rush.
Not quite.
No, it is. In a way, this is Blues Rush.
Yeah, I understand it. I don't like it. I mean, that's all I'll say.
You put strong air quotes around it. It attacks on the turn it's played for 5K.
Yeah. I don't like it. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I don't like it anyway.
It's got a combo, but it's a weird card.
It's so weird. It's so weird.
I think there's something here. I really think there's something here. I don't know why he's in this set. Fishman, Arlong Pirates. This has nothing to do with anything. This is some fan service crud that they have decided to do.
Arlong is cool, man. Arlong was a cool villain for the.
But he has no synergy with anything. This is fan service.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. Then we have Alvita. Again, fan service right here.
Buggy Pirates.
The Buggy Pirates. So this is a 2-cost 3K with 2K combo power. All of those things are fine. Don 1, when attacking, trash a card from your hand to bounce a 3-drop. Not worth.
Not a fan. I was playing this just because it was a 0-mana 2K combo. Not a fan of the card, but it is a nice combo, so that's it. That's it. You there? We lost him again. All right, 1 second. All right, bad. I don't know what's going on with the internet today. I guess it's whatever. Maybe the video's too long. I don't know. Anyway, Alvita, pass.
You know what it is? It's 6 o'clock in Florida. It's thunderstorm time.
It is, yeah. It's been raining like hell like the past 2 weeks.
Yep. So anyway, fan service card. Moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Great stat line. 5 mana, 7K. Too bad there's no text box here.
Yeah, it's a vanilla. Yeah.
Vanilla.
Vanilla.
Here we go.
Oh, not a vanilla.
Not a vanilla. So we have a 7-cost 7K with combo power. It's a boss monster with combo power. This is your SR Crocodile. He has Banish, which you put the top card... When he deals damage, he trashes the life without triggering it. Mm-hmm. Pretty spectacular.
Yep.
And he has Dawn 1, give blue event cost cards in your hand, -1 cost. So Love Beam cost 1, and then your leader draws you a card, and Love Beam draws you a card.
Yeah, this is a really good card. Blue Purple Crocodile is like, you have a lot of really good ramp effects, and so this gives you like a really nice boss monster to ramp into. It has really good stat. It has like a high attack power. I don't know if it has a really good stat line, but the attack power is good, and then his effect is good because now you have 0 Dawn effects that draw you cards and do other stuff. I think it's really strong.
You know, the stat line, 7K is a little light for a 7-cost card, but being a 7-cost 7K means there's nothing that removes it without some kind of shenaniganery. That's true. Or being like a giant boss monster. Yeah. Like purple, you can't Brachio Bomber this. You can't jet pistol it. It's very hard to remove. And if this card survives the turn it's played,
getting hella value.
God dang.
Yeah.
God dang.
Yeah.
Could you imagine two of this on the board? Your events are free.
I've had 2 of this on the board before. It was very good. Unfortunately, it says blue. If it just said event cards, now my purple event cards are broken. My my ulti bomb. My Brachio Bombers, my ulti whatevers, and my Bolo Breath. Oh, super good cards. But, whatever. I think this is a super strong card.
Yep. This is an SR. Still not as good as Zoro.
You're convincing me slowly.
All right, we got Gecko Moria. Now, the starter deck Gecko Moria is a 4-cost 5K, but he has combo power and a spectacular effect. This Gecko Moria is a 4-cost 5K with combo power, and your turn, this character gains double attack if you have 5 or less cards in your hand. So he deals 2 damage.
Yeah, I'm actually not a huge fan of this card. Again, he has...
I don't think he's good.
Yeah, so he has, again, one of the worst stat lines. Now, you have to keep in mind, you can play this for 1. So, 1 mana 5K double strike? No, it cost 1 because, again, a 7K leader is a very effective attack. Anyway.
I agree. It still costs 3.
Yeah, fair enough. I think it's very mid. No on-play effect and no condition, and it has a conditional effect. That conditional effect means if I don't have card advantage, he's slightly better. I don't like this card. Maybe we play it because we have to. I think I play it at 2 right now because it's a warlord. It'll get replaced by any other warlord as soon as a better one comes out. But it's not the worst card in the world.
It gets replaced by literally anything better on the team. Much like in the show.
Much like in the show, absolutely.
Oh, they knew what they were doing.
They did.
All right, then we have Gas. Dude. God, I hate this guy's laugh so much. Him and Perona. There's a deep, dark pit where their voice actors laugh in because they're not allowed to be around children. We have Caesar Clown here. Is a 4-cost 5K. But no, Caesar Clown's not allowed to be around children. He kidnapped a whole bunch.
I believe you.
What did you think I meant?
Nothing, bro. It's just go on. Just go on.
Oh, God. He does have the most powerful typing of all. He's Scientist. We've seen how good that is in Dragon Ball.
Scientist tag in Dragon Ball. The best tag, baby.
So we got a 4-cost 5K, which is a horrible lineup. not a Warlord of the Sea, so made even worse. Then on KO, you play one Smiley from your deck, then shuffle your deck.
Yeah, this card has a cool effect since it plays a card from deck for free. But Smiley sucks, so who cares? And pass. That's like I'm just gonna keep saying that. Like, just
Pass.
doesn't make it in.
All right, here we go. We got another SR. Got Mihawk. This
Daddy
artwork
Mihawk right here.
Did you say Daddy?
Daddy Mihawk, bro. That's what's going on.
Big Daddy Mihawk.
Yeah.
We got a 9-mana 9K. Those are some. That's a boss monster.
That's a boss monster stat line right there.
On play, bottom deck a 7 cost or less. This is a side deck card to get rid of their croc. This is great. Blue.
In blue purple. You want to.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
If you ramp, then you play Daddy Mihawk.
Yeah. If you need a payoff to ramp, and I mean this is a pretty good boss monster. I like it at like 1 or 2. It definitely will be good in the mirror match because it can bottom deck that 7-drop. So unfortunately it still dies the 10-drop Kaido, and it doesn't even match 9-drop Kaido's power. So not exactly like the best card, but it's fine. I don't have a problem with it. Fun fact: Mihawk's sword is named Yaru, which means knight. That's what his sword is named. That's a fun fact.
Thank you.
That's a fun fact.
Thank you, Wikipedia. Moving forward. Oh, he's a swordsman type. That's it. Was Zoro was not a swordsman, was he?
No, there's only one swordsman. There's only one swordsman in the sea, dog.
Oh God, shade is thrown. Shade has been thrown.
Yikes. Maybe one day.
Ow.
Maybe one day.
Ow. You know what? Zoro's still a better SR than this one.
I agree. Yeah, you're slowly convincing me that Zoro is the best card.
Dude, here we go. Jinbei with an N. 4 cost 2K, no combo power.
Yeah.
But he is trigger play this card, and on play you bottom deck a 3 cost or less.
Okay.
That's a great effect, but
it's not a warlord. It's not a freaking what the fuck. The vanilla Jinbei from the starter deck is a warlord. I don't know why. Again, this would be the card that like really puts Dofi over the edge in my opinion. And you honestly probably still this is actually still a good card. I really do think this is good. It has the stat line is garbage. We can get that out of the way. I agree the stat line is garbage, but it has a really powerful effect on play, and as a shield trigger, it's a really good shield trigger. However, if I could play this off the top of my deck for 1, I would be so happy, but I can't. I don't understand why this is not a warlord. I felt like that was a mistake. And this was the exact card Dofi needed to be pushed a little harder, and now he doesn't have it. However, I still think this is a playable card. I don't know. I wish this card was better, but it's not. I don't know. I wish it had combo power, maybe. Whatever. I think they overvalue the trigger because they just overvalue trigger, so they have to make the other effects worse, you know?
I mean, why is Sasuke... I mean, not Sasuke. Why is Who's Who a 3K and this is a 2K?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that... I don't know what they were thinking. I think this was supposed to be a warlord because that just makes sense. And then they didn't do it for some reason.
No, playing this for 1 off the top of the deck is... I was doing that. I played like 2 games where this was in the... Yes, I was cheating. I don't read Japanese. I don't think it was my fault. I wrongly assumed it was a warlord. I played 2 games, and I was like, hell yeah, let's go, bro. This card's amazing. And then, like, some randomly was like, oh yeah, that's not a warlord. And I was like, oh, my heart was broken. I was sad. I don't like it. I don't know. I'm upset that this isn't a warlord. Oh, man. I guess we're going to... That sucks. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. It is... We both live in Florida. It is indeed... hurricane season. We're just having a little bit of power drops. Sorry. Anyway, Jinbei.
Thunderstorm outside right now.
Yeah, exactly. Much like Alvita, just wish it was better. Pass, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, here's Smiley.
Here's Smiley. This is a 3 cost 1K. I'm sure this will be great. The typing, it's a biological weapon. You gotta love Bandai.
That is a war crime. I'm pretty sure.
This card is a war crime. Don 1 on your turn. This character gains plus 1K power for every card in your hand. So
Whatever. It's not very
it's like
good.
a 3 mana 5K, maybe 6K.
No, it's more than that. It's just not very good, and then it goes back to 1K on your opponent's turn, so it just dies. So I don't think it's just not worth the slots whatsoever.
Nami kills this. And if you're like,
Sure
which
does.
Nami? The answer is
All of
yes.
them. Yep.
All of them.
Equip one to my
Every
Otama. Attack your Smiley.
correct. Yep.
Mm.
Uh
Yeah.
this is the worst artwork in the
True.
game.
Oh, the
This card is
SR, the
ugly.
alt art is absolutely sick though. This is this
Yeah, but
card
look
is
how ugly this is.
yeah, this artwork. I don't know where they got this. Normally, it's either manga or anime artwork, and this is like a matte painting. Or I don't understand where they got this artwork from, and it is incredibly ugly. But that
This
being
is just
said, go ahead.
they took a cell phone picture of some graffiti they found on a wall.
Yeah, whatever. But
Oh,
it's a pretty good
crap.
card.
Yeah, it's a 3-cost 4K, 7 Warlords of the Sea with some combo power. It's a blocker. And on play, you rearrange the top 5 cards of your deck.
Yeah.
Great. You have 4 of in Dofi.
Yeah, because Dofi has a lot of the. Obviously, the top card needs to be a warlord, right? So there's a ton. You always know what the top 3 to 5 cards of your deck is in Doflamingo, or really just blue in general. Honestly, you're always going to know what you're drawing. You can rearrange to draw the best cards, or you can just put that warlord in a position where you're going to use it with your leader ability, or I mean summon it with your leader ability. There's a lot of effects that rearrange the top of your deck in blue, and this is obviously works great with the leader.
Yep. Blocker, too.
It's
Blue doesn't have enough
yeah,
blockers.
it's
So,
pretty good card. Yeah.
yep. Oh, look, another blue blocker. So this is a 4-cost 5K. This is a card you play in Dofi and like nothing else. Revolutionary Army type.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, no, you play this. You can play this in Crocodile too. He still summons the Pacifistas. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you play it in robots, sure, but I don't know that robots is the way to go. You got a 4-cost 5K, so it's a harsh stat line. Combo power, blocker, and when it dies, you play a Pacifist with a cost of 4 or less from your hand. So there's the vanilla 6K from the starter deck, and then there's another Pacifista we'll get to in a couple seconds here.
Yep.
I mean, he's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. You can have a lot of Pacifistas in your hand, certainly, but you still end up with consistency issues like you had with
Sachi and Penguin. Yeah. Yeah, but I will say this is one of the better cards you can get off of your leader, because if they do kill it, which they're incentivized to, then it does immediately replace itself with a card from your hand. You can block and then summon another blocker and then block again, which is a nice little like combo you have. This is a fine card. I like it. I think I had it at 4 in Dofi and 2 in Crocodile. It was a fine card.
Yeah. And here are the Pacifistas. This is, if you play Dragon Ball, this is just infinite multiplication meta cooler. 4-cost 5K is a lot, but it is a blocker, and you can play as many as you want. This is a horrible way to word this. You can have as many of this card in your deck as the rules permit. That's every card, right?
That's
the rules
just
permit the 4 copies of a card.
That's just a weird translation, I think. But yes, this is you play some. You don't play more than 4 ever. I don't even think you play 4, but you probably play some in blue robots is what I've been calling Crocodile with Sentamaru. You played vanillas. Now Sentamaru gets to summon this card. I do think Sentamaru is a very strong card because again it recruits from your deck, not eating up hand advantage. So it gets you pluses and then it gets you nice bodies. It was fine getting the vanillas because they're strong vanillas, but now you get an immediate impact of a blocker from Sentamaru's effect. And then again, you can summon them off of the Kuma that dies. So I think this is a good card.
It gets you nice bodies. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, it's a nice body.
Nice bodies. Nice bodies with soft hands.
Soft paw pad hands, yep.
Very, very soft paw pad hands. Great. Vanilla.
Vanilla, awesome. Here we go.
Yeah, here's a good card. Every
Baby
blue
girl.
deck will play 4 of.
Yep.
Yeah, on play, look at top 5 cards of your deck and put them all on the top or the bottom in any order. So it's worse than Nami because it doesn't draw a card, but blue would rather have the top of its deck ordered than it would draw a card.
Yeah.
And so in blue, this is a spectacular card with a god-awful laugh.
Yeah, and in Blue Purple Kaido, you put Onigashima on top of your deck, which is very strong. In Dofi, obviously, you put the Warlord in the position the way it can be played. And in Crocodile, you just pick out the next 3-4 turns of draw power, and you're like, okay, well, I want this card first, and then so on and so forth. So I think this is a great 4 of in blue, and every blue deck and blue purple deck just play this in 4.
Yep, this is the blue Nami.
Yep.
We have Boa Hancock. This is an SR. So we got a 4-cost 5K. Again, that stat line is rough.
Mm-hmm.
We got a combo. It's a blocker. Blue has so many 4-cost 5K blockers. Jesus Christ. Don 1, when attacking or blocking, you draw a card if you have 5 or less in hand. That effect is very good, but this stat line makes it very hard to utilize this card.
Yep, she almost always dies immediately. However, again, you play her for 1 off of the leader, and that's a really good 1-drop. But I think she's like super good. I think it's a good card, and it like you don't want to play this on turn 4 or turn 5 or turn 6. You want to play this like way as late in the game as possible when their resources are running low because they've already used their removal on something else. And then this is one card that is going to pique my interest for blue-green because you can block and then draw a card and then play Paradise Waterfall and untap it and then block again and then draw another card. So if there's ever a blue-green leader, that's like a really strong strat that just popped out in my mind.
Yep. And of course, she is an SR, so not better than Zoro.
Yeah, it might be Zoro. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Miss All Sunday. Nico Robin before she was Nico Robin, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yep.
3 mana 1K. That's an abysmal stat line.
Yep.
She does have counter, and she is Baroque Works, which does matter for a lot of your a lot of the cards that Crocodile synergizes with.
Mm-hmm.
She is a blocker, which is cool. And when she dies, if your leader card is Baroque Works, you get to add any of your events from your trash to your hand. Any of them.
Yeah,
Not blue. Any of them.
The thing is that they can't all be winners. The Baroque work archetype is probably the worst one in the set, and I mean it's okay because whatever. Whatever, man. There's got to be a best and a worst. The Baroque works is probably the worst one. I don't think this card is that good, even if that effect is strong. Paying 3 mana for a blocker that it's really bad. I think she could have been a 2K and I'd have been really happy with her, but or maybe trigger. I don't know. She could have just been better. She's not though, so we don't play her.
Nah, she's really she's got to be good in Blurple Croc, man. She adds your purple events back to your hand.
But they're not that the purple events that are good are Bolo Breath and Ultimortar. You know what I mean? Or
Brachio Bomber.
Brachio Bomb. Yeah, but that's cost 6. I don't know.
So,
that's so much energy.
Ramp 3 energy is not a lot in a ramp.
Oh man, I don't know, man. I don't think this has.
It's not a lot in a ramp deck.
I don't think.
I'm right.
I don't think this has merit in that deck either. I don't think so.
I think you're not giving her enough credit.
I don't know.
This would be a great card in Dofi. Too bad you can't summon her.
Too bad you can't.
On KO, draw a card.
Yeah. Same thing with Caribou, right? Too slow, not good enough. That's it.
Yep. Miss Doublefinger. Is this a holiday?
I don't know.
Is this a holiday or a night fueled with passion? What? Because Miss All Sunday, is that a holiday? How do their names work?
So All Sunday, I think, is a holiday. I don't know about Doublefinger. Sounds like a holiday I'd like to celebrate.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I was wondering if you knew anything about that.
I don't.
Okay.
No.
Vanilla small child with candy. This is a crackhead. Is that right?
That is a crackhead. Yes.
This is a crackhead baby.
Bless her poor little soul.
Bless her poor little crackhead baby soul. Happy Monet.
Yeah. So the Kuma.
Blue does not need this. Yeah, blue has Kuma. Blue has Boa.
Yeah. No, this is unplayable.
Blue has better options.
Yep.
It's not unplayable. It's just blue has better options.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah, this card is very much playable. It's just better
Mm-hmm.
options exist.
Yep.
Don Quixote pirates. What?
Yeah. You just missed that whole part.
No, I know what happens. I just didn't. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I thought she belonged to Caesar.
No, 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 no.
Like his
Caesar
group of.
Caesar was working under Dofi.
But Caesar was a scientist. It said so on his typing.
Yeah, yeah, but like he was anyway. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Should have paid attention during Punk Hazard, I guess.
Well, nobody can pay
No,
attention
yeah,
during Punk Hazard.
it's fair.
That is impossible, sir.
That's a fair assessment.
That is like doing an ADHD test. That, you know the South Park episode where they read a horrible book for an ADHD test?
No.
That's basically you do an ADHD test with freaking Punk Hazard arc of One Piece.
Yeah.
All right. What color was Smiley when he was first shown in episode 247? My God, all of these kids have ADHD.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah. All right, you got Daz Bones here.
Mhm.
2 mana, 3 cost. Don 1, your turn. If your leader's Baroque works, you gain 1 for every 2 events in your trash. This is like
No, not good
never
enough.
getting more than 2
And
in a
plus
game.
2. Yeah, it's not good enough. Too small. Not. Luffy's a 2 mana 5K for free. This dude's like a not. He's just not good enough. Yeah. Boncre.
What is Bentham?
That's his real
I thought his
name.
name was Bonplay.
No. Okay.
It's fine. It's fine. It's
Not
fine.
every agent has a male and a female agent. Mr. Two is both, so he has 2 code names.
Oh.
Yeah, he's the only officer without 2 agents, so he has 2 code names. Mr. Two and Bentham. I think that's how it works. Because he doesn't have a female agent, because he's both.
All right. Well, Bon here, one of the best characters in One Piece, by the way.
The lead. True, I love
mana.
Mr. Two, yeah.
I love Bon Clay, man, especially in the Impel Down.
Impel down, yeah, of course.
So he's a 3 cost 4K with 2 combo power. Fantastic. Don, I really like the 3 cost 4K stat line.
Yeah,
I think that one's really good.
Yeah.
Don 1, while attacking, look at 5 cards from the top of your deck, reveal a Baroque Works event, add it to your hand, and bottom deck the rest. Now, a lot of your Baroque Works events are pretty good, but I don't think so. Like, aren't all of Croc's attacks Baroque Works?
Yes. This is the best Baroque Works card other than like Crocodile himself. And again, it's just so it's just
Candle
so
Bro. Candle Bro.
Candle. Oh, okay, maybe. I don't know. Again, it's just like it's good, but it's mediocre deck. Like I just Love Beam is not a Baroque Work card. Desert Sand Panda. I forget what the card. We'll get to it, but it's a fine card. I don't think it's good enough, but yeah, it's okay. Yikes. All right, y'all. Sorry, we're gonna try to speed this up because it's raining at both of our houses, and it's anyway. Bon Clay, mediocre. Pass. Next card.
Yeah. Oh God.
Oh my goodness. You've ruined it all.
Oh, there was the little crackhead again. All right, Aldino here.
Mm-hmm.
This card's really good. So he's a 2 cost 3K with a 1 counter on play. If your leader has Baroque Works, you choose one of your opponent's 4 or less, and it can't attack. Great.
Cool.
He's a all-star of the Baroque Works lineup.
Yeah, that card's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty strong.
Yeah. If Croc's your leader, I think you've got some copies of this in your deck.
Mm-hmm. It's not unreasonable.
Yeah. Overheat. So this is a 2 cost 7 warlords thing. Counter, your leader and one of your characters gets the plus 4K power during the battle. This is your 4K combo card again.
Mm-hmm.
And then return 1 active character with a cost of 3 or less to its owner's hands. This is interesting because it can bounce your stuff too.
It can. It sure can. I wonder how this works with blockers specifically, right? Let's say I have a 1-drop law in the field. I block. I can activate this and add it back to my hand. Maybe that's stupid. Maybe I shouldn't do that, but maybe that's an option.
If there are no other targets, you just put it back in your hand and block with it again the next turn.
Yeah, exactly. Or you can bounce one of your opponent's attackers. It's not a bad card. Has a shield trigger. It's not the worst card I've ever read. I don't think it's better than Love Beam, but I mean, it's not that bad.
But you bounce one of your opponent's cards, or maybe you put Mr. 2 back in your or Mr. 3, Gallandua, whatever, Candlebro back in your hand.
Jalandua, yeah.
Gallandua, yeah, you put Gallandua back in your hand. Its trigger can also bounce your cards, so if
Yeah.
you have some really cool on play effects, it can trigger those.
Yep.
I don't know. This card's it's fine. Like you have to consider this card, but Love Beam is better.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, it's
just
okay. It's an okay card.
whatever. Yep. Then you have Officer Agents. Counter, play one Baroque's Work card with 3 or less from your hand. Trigger, activate this card's counter. This is the best one of these, and its targets aren't the worst. But I don't think you're playing this card. What do you think?
Cards.
I don't think you're playing Baroque Works deck.
Yeah, no, I mean, like we said, the Baroque's Work deck is just the worst one that we have. They can't all be winners, and Baroque's Works was our losers this set, so whatever.
Yeah, but you got Bon Clay back there cheesing, so not too bad.
Yeah.
See, this is a Baroque Works
This is
card.
a great card. I mean,
Yeah, well, it's a Baroque Works card too.
yeah, yeah.
You got the Desert Spada. Luffy about to get wrecked in that artwork.
Yeah.
Counter, your leader or one of your characters gains plus 2k power for the battle. Then you rearrange the top 3 cards of your deck. Great, fantastic.
Played in every blue deck. Maybe not blue purple Kaido, but this is like one of the best cards in blue purple Crocodile. And again, Crocodile triggers first. So let's say you hit this shield trigger, you draw 1 off your leader first, then you draw 2, then you discard 1. With 7-drop, it costs 0 Dawn. Wow, this is great. I mean, this is a fantastic card. And then again, with Dofi, it rearranges to put the Warlord in the correct spot. So, great card.
Great card all around. We got Crescent Cutlass, another Croc attack. That arm about to get shriveled.
Mm-hmm.
You got no trigger. That's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Counter, if your leader has 7 Warlords type, return 1 character with a cost of 5 or less to its owner's hand. It's a very good effect. It's just it doesn't have a counter, so is it a good choice? I don't know. It's not a bad card. 3 energy's a lot on a counter effect.
Not a fan.
I'm
just not a fan.
It's tough, man.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's. I don't think it's bad. I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah,
it's tough.
Not a fan.
Then you have Baroque Works. This card is actually good because there are so many cards that synergize off of it. It's just main look at the top 5, reveal a Baroque Works card, and add it to your hand. And yeah, this can absolutely get extra cards or event cards because it says other than Baroque Works. So
yeah, I think it's really good. Turn 1 in blue purple Croc because you play it, you go down to 4 cards in hand, then you draw 1 from your leader, then you draw 1 off of this, so it's like 1 mana draw 2. I don't know if that's good enough. Again, I don't think Baroque's. I just don't think I don't think there are enough Baroque Work tags in that deck for it to be that playable. I tried it and it got cut, but that's a cool little interaction you have there on turn 1.
Was it photo day? What's going on here?
It was picture day. Yep.
It's picture day.
Yep.
We're shooting the Baroque Works calendar here. All right. And then we're on to purple.
Nah, that's the worst leader in the set.
Yeah, purple got wrecked with their bonus leader. So King is a 5/5 again. Your turn. If you have 10 Dawn, give all your opponent's characters minus 1k power. Problem. You don't have 10 Dawn until you have 10 Dawn.
Yeah.
This is a vanilla. This leader is a vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
Like, god dang, just play Kaido from the set.
Yeah, blue purple Kaido started at Kaido. I mean, look, again, they can't all be winners, and this was just a loser, and that's fine. We got some amazing blue and we got some amazing purple decks, so it's not really that big of a deal that this isn't that good.
It's a shame because King is a cool dude.
King is a really cool character, but he's got a really good character card, so whatever.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next.
Vanilla.
It's a big vanilla, right?
It's huge.
9k. It's quite literally a big vanilla.
Yeah.
But nah.
Yep.
Ulti is an interesting card.
It's a really good card.
It's a really good card. I wish it had combo power.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little overbalanced. So it's a 2-cost 3k with no combo power. But on play for 1 energy, you ramp. Great.
Yep. So you compare it to Jack, right? Jack has to Jack is like better because it gets the Dawn in active mode, and Jack has combo. Jack has a higher body, bigger body rather. But this doesn't discard a card, and then you just play both. And so, like I said, it's really easy to get to 10 Dawn on like turn. You play this on your second turn. You play either Jack or Onigashima or this, and then you play whatever the next turn, and boom! All of a sudden, I'm playing my 9-drop Kaido on turn 4. That's a really good card to play on turn 4. So, this is a great card.
I mean, I think this is just better than Jack. Jack costs 3 energy, so does this.
No,
this just doesn't discard it.
I think you play both, and I think you also play Sasaki as well, which we'll get to. But I think you're trying to ramp.
Definitely play Sasaki. Yeah, Sasaki's a staple.
But I think you're trying to ramp as hard as possible. You're playing all of those cards.
I don't know about Jack yet, but you're definitely playing Ulti. This card's amazing. It's got a really cool alt art that's not just zoomed in on her face or other areas. So, it's pretty good. All right, here we go. Kaido SR. 10 cost, 12k. Dim stats dough. Yeah. He's not dying. He's just not freaking dying.
Very high stats, yeah.
Dim stats dough. So he... pretty crazy. On play, Dawn -6. So you take 6 of your energy, put it back in your Dawn deck. If your leader card's Animal Kingdom, everyone else dies. Your stuff, their stuff, all of it. You sit down across the table against Law, they lose. This card is really good, but situationally really good. Like against aggro, this card's not that spectacular. Against green, this card's probably very good.
Absolutely very good.
So he's not. He costs 10, right? So this is a 2-of. If you're playing Kaido, now we have every card revealed. We have seen that removal is necessary. So this card is a staple in the purple deck. As long as it's Kaido, don't make the mistake. Your leader has to be Animal Kingdom type.
Who would do that? Maybe me.
Who would do that indeed? Who would do that indeed?
This card's so good in Blue Purple Crocodile, but guess what? You can't play it in Blue Purple Crocodile. I might have learned that the hard way.
You might have learned that the hard way indeed. Card's great. It's not better than Zoro. Still not better than Zoro.
I'll give it to you. I will say this is, in my opinion, this is the second best SR in the set. And I'll give it, okay, Zoro's the best SR in the set. You're right. What can I say?
Yeah. I think Traffy's the second best, actually. I think this is third best.
I don't know. That might be true, too. I don't care. Zoro, okay, I'll give it to you. Zoro's the best. It's fine. This card, I absolutely think this is a great card. The 2 Kaido leaders will play it. I guess the King leader will play it, too, but no one's playing the King leader, so who cares?
Why would you do that? If you play this with the King leader, then you lose.
Then you lose the game. Look, if you're playing the King leader, you're losing, bro. So you might as well lose. Go
out with a bang.
Go out with a bang.
Oh God. Then we got Elvis Dracula here.
Yeah, this card looks horrible.
It's Elvis Dracula, and it looks like Dofi's about to kill him from these strings coming here. 5 mana 6k. That's not a bad lineup. On play, draw 1 if you have 8 or more Dawn. Oh God.
There's just better cards to play for similar stats,
Next. Here's our King SR. So remember the King from the starter deck is a 6 cost 7k. This is a 7 cost 7k. The King from the starter deck neg 1 Dawn. This is neg 2 Dawn. King from the starter deck kills anything 4 or less. This kills 2 things, 1 3 or less, and 1 2 or less. Which one is better? Probably the one from the starter deck. This is definitely a good side deck card.
Absolutely. Yep. Read my mind.
Yep.
I think you're side decking 2 of this for maybe Law, maybe
green. It's pretty good against green.
It's really good against any green deck. I agree. I can guarantee you this is going to see play in sideboards. I don't know that there's a reason to main it. I do think the other one's better. It's just it costs less, has less Dawn neg, and it kills something bigger. Same attack stat. That starter deck King is just better, right? But this card is good too. It lives in the sideboard for green. Green's kills. It's really good against green. That's very true.
Yep. It's really good against green. It might see its way into main decks if purple has no other choice, right? If you have no other choice but to make your main deck beat green, let's say green's the best, and you have no other choice but to make your main deck beat it, then this will come into main deck.
So
there's some testing to be done, but this is a meta-reliant card.
I don't know. I've done a lot of testing. I just don't play battle cards against purple, and I just go full leader, and it works. It's so like annoying. So I actually, now that I think of it, no, if your opponent knows how to play the matchup, no, it's not that good against green. Anyway, it still lives in the side deck. It's still good against law. It probably is good against red because you're playing this on turn 3, so it's pretty good against red too because kill 2 cards is fine. Anyway, whatever. It's a fine card.
Yeah, my confusion with a card like this is it does kill a 3 and a 2 cost, but at this cost, like you might as well just wait for this guy.
Yeah.
Because a 4 cost attacks you, but the 3 costs don't really attack all that much, and 2 costs generally don't.
Yeah, 2 costs is like a blocker or something. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're not like this to kill a blocker in a control deck. You're okay going another round.
You'll do it for free just to kill something better, but it's fine.
Yeah. All right, then we have Queen. This scene popped up into my YouTube the other day.
Yeah.
Spoiled everything. Now I know that Queen dances for some reason.
He's a dancing queen.
He is Yes, he is. So this is a 6-cost 5K. Horrendous stat lineup.
Yep.
Does have combo power. On play, neg 1 done, gain rush, neg summon one of your opponent's dudes 2K. Is that good? Yeah, that's fantastic. Rush is strong in a deck that, in a deck that ramps. You're okay spending 6 on a rusher instead of 5.
Mm-hmm.
Card's great. It's got rush. We talked about reach earlier. This is reach for your control deck. That matters.
Yeah.
Also, neg 2 on something means that he can clear a 7K potentially. So
yeah, absolutely.
Bad. Not bad at all.
Yep.
Okay.
No, I agree. No, let's go. I'm kidding.
So it's got 2-cost combo power, which is great, and it gets a smile fruit from your deck to your hand, but you're not.
Yeah, the smile archetype is like only 5% better than the Baroque work archetype. It's not good, so.
Yep.
No.
All right, Kurozumi. That's the whole Odin thing, right?
No, Kozuki Odin. Kurozumi is a different clan in Wano. Fun fact:
sure.
This guy has the same devil fruit as Bartolomeu. But then he died, and Bartolomeo got it somehow. Anyway,
spoiler alert! God dang!
This card sucks, so who cares? I don't like.
I
know you're gonna. This is as good as Sachi and Penguin. It's the same shit. It's as good as that.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. All right, so this is a 2-cost 3K with some combo power, and it says Kurozumi type characters other than this dude and copies of this dude cannot be KO'd in battle. And the reason that matters is because of the next card, which is this ugly dude, who is a blocker, who happens to be a Kurozumi. So if your opponent can't clear this 2-cost old man here, then you have an immortal blocker for 2. That's pretty good.
So here's the thing, right? It says by battle, so it dies to everything anyway.
I know, but not every color can actually just kill these things like that. It takes a little bit of investment, and it's a 2-cost 3K blocker. If you play Black Maria, you can just replace her with this card because he's got a better stat line anyway.
That is actually true.
Why not just have this?
Because
it's an option.
I don't know.
But you don't even need it is a thing, but it's an option that you can do because this replaces Black Maria.
I agree. Yeah, Black Maria is what, a 2K, and this is a 3K. Hey, cool. Yeah. Slightly better. Maybe it attacks. Maybe it doesn't. Fun fact: this is actually a woman, and she has the same devil fruit as Mr. 2, and then she dies, and Mr. 2 gets it somehow.
Anything else you want to spoil?
They're not important characters.
Is the next thing you're going to tell me that Luffy's fruit isn't the Gum fruit? Is that what you're going to tell me?
No, I'm not going to tell you that. Anyway, moving on.
All right.
Here we
Sasaki.
Go. Good card.
This is a great card. So it's a 3-mana 4K, which, I'm a fan of that stat line.
Yeah.
2K combos, fantastic. Don 1, when attacking, discard a card, add a card from your Dawn deck to your energy and rest mode. It's
Go.
spectacular.
Yeah.
You if you've got all your ramp, then you keep this in your hand and combo with it. And if you
Yep.
don't see your ramp, then you play it and ramp with it.
Yeah, and being a 2K combo is very nice.
Oh yeah, no, this is a spectacular card. It's a 4 of in your deck because of its combo cost.
Yep.
Then we've got Jack. Jack. So there are 2 cards in the set that terrify us.
Oh yeah.
Jack is. Jack is.
Card is scary.
So he's
bro.
Yeah, he is. He's imposing. So you got a 3. This is a mammoth, right?
He is a mammoth. Yeah.
Okay. You got a 3-cost 4K. Love the stat line. You got a combo power. When attacking, Dawn -1. So you get rid of one of your energy. Your opponent discards a card.
Yo. Look, hand destruction is scary in this game because you don't draw that many cards. So the fact that hand destruction exists is scary. I don't think that there's enough of it, actually. I don't think that I don't know that this card's very good. But it is scary because you add 2 more hand destruction cards into the game, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, now there is hand destruction. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, look at it this way.
Excuse me.
So you block or you out combo and you keep it alive.
Yeah.
If this discards 2 cards, then it's broken. And when you get your opponent in a point where they have no other resources in their hand, this you swing with something, they take the damage, then this swings and immediately discards it, and they can't even combo it.
I've
played
Vegeta many times, and I agree. We both agreed. Yeah, hand destruction is scary. This is a card. I'm going to keep my eye on. In the current format, I just don't know if it has the legs that it needs. But like you said, it's great. I do think this is a good card.
Yep, it's just something your opponent has to respect. This much like Nico Robin is kill on sight.
No, absolutely. You absolutely devote a resource to this card. Yeah.
Yep. Great.
Vanilla.
I hate this character.
I do
really
too.
Hate this
I don't think anyone likes him, but anyway.
Yeah, hit him harder, kid. Hit him harder.
Hit him harder.
This is
gross.
Is this fan art?
I don't know.
What is going on? Why is the apple smaller? What is happening? The apple is only slightly smaller than her head, and her head is slightly smaller.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Anyway, trigger, play this card. It's not bad, but purple is slow and doesn't need cards like this.
And it has Who's Who, which is always better, right?
And then you just got to see this, while you're playing the game. Sometimes it's not worth it.
No.
Speed. This thing's name is Speed?
It is, yeah.
All right. Smile. Is that why she's smiling?
I guess. I don't know. Bao Huang.
Bao Huang.
Bao Huang.
Bao Wang? Okay.
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
All right. I don't know how to pronounce it. 2 cost 3K with some combo power. On play, choose 2 cards in your opponent's hand. Oh God, don't do it. Don't say it. Your opponent reveals those cards.
Okay, so it does nothing. I don't think
it does nothing.
It does nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
So it
is a smile card
that
you would consider playing if you're playing the smile package, but I don't think you are.
Nah, yeah. So you just pass. I don't really see the point in that card existing. Yeah.
This one, on the other hand, look at it. This is Jinbei stats with combo power.
With combo, that's what I'm saying. I don't know why they were so afraid of making Jinbei good. I don't know why.
Yeah. Spoiler alert on the Animal Kingdom pirates here, Basil.
He's also not a supernova here, which is odd, but I guess Hawkins is a supernova, so I guess he's just not. I don't know. Whatever.
They ran out of room.
They did. Honestly, they did run out of room. Yeah, that's why.
Yep. On play, add 1 card from your Dawn deck and rest it. Trigger, play this card.
Yeah.
Broken. That's crazy. That's wow.
Yeah, I mean, he's really strong if you hit him off a trigger. Late game, like you said, if you've already ramped, you can combo with him. I've been playing, because Crocodile doesn't have Onigashima, you need more ramp. So I was playing him in Crocodile. I played a crap ton of triggers in Crocodile because they're really good with his effect.
And yet never hit a single one of them when we were playing.
Yeah, that is just the name of the game sometimes, but... I think it's a good card. Will it see play? I don't know because there's basically like 5 cards that do this exact effect. Will this one be the one that doesn't see play? Will it be ulti? I don't know. I don't know that you play every single one of them, but I mean you consider this guy.
I think you play this guy for the high roll. Your opponent on
Mm.
their second turn swings and they hit this, you just win the game.
It definitely puts you in a good spot. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, like this is better than All Star lineup or whatever the card is from the starter deck, just
Yeah.
because you can combo with it.
I agree. Yeah.
It's just a really good card. I think
Mm-hmm.
it definitely sees play.
Yeah, that's fair.
5 mana, 7K vanilla.
Yeah.
Cool. But
Babanuki.
what is happening? Is he shooting or getting shot? What is happening here?
He's part elephant, and I guess he's shooting.
Of course, he's part elephant. Why does his belt have like an opening here? Why it looks like it just spins open.
It's probably just a design, you know.
Mm.
Mm.
All right. Moving on. All right, we got a 4-cost 5K. That is a rough lineup. We've
Yeah.
talked about that before. He does have combo power at least, and he has on KO, Don -1, KO one of your opponent's characters with 5 or less cost. I don't know how to feel about this card. Kid Pirates. No. Stop it. Spoiling
Anyway,
again.
okay.
Anyway,
You should have caught
I
it.
don't know how to feel about this
You
card.
should have caught up before the set started. Okay, I'll tell you how to feel about this card because I played it a lot and it's not that good. It is a smile. This is the best card you can hit off of your smile fruit that you're not playing, and
I
it's
think the
just
Smile Fruit is 3 or less.
okay. Well then, fuck. I don't know. Never mind. I didn't play this stupid ass fruit. I just played this card in purple decks. He's just not good enough. He's too slow. They can just really ignore him. You're not like playing fast enough to kill them, so they can really just ignore this card. And if they choose to kill it, then you probably kill like a rusher or something that already attacked because they're gonna attack this last. So it's whatever, you know.
Yeah, if there was a way to KO it yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. All right, moving on. Everybody, this is going to be the first SPR that I pull. This card
Mm-hmm.
right here, I know it. I feel it. 2-cost 3K. Don 1. If you have 8 or more energy, this card gains 2.
Not good.
It's like Luffy, but literally worse in every way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not
God.
good. Whatever.
Yeah, awful. Absolutely awful.
Big body vanilla.
Okay. I don't think we saw any other 6-cost 8Ks. That's
I think this is the only one. Yeah.
all right. That's a thing. We got another Black Maria. Again, a 4-cost 5K.
Horrible stat
Blocker.
line. Mhm.
I hate 4-cost 5K blockers.
Really?
I really hate that.
Really not good.
combination.
Yep.
Yeah. And then on block, Don -1. This character gains +1,000 during your turn. This
right.
is so bad.
Never played.
Okay, cool, great. I'm so happy. Next, Pepe. We got another Pepe. Remember,
Yeah.
there's the ulti from the starter deck that plays a Pepe with a cost of 4 or less.
Yep.
Here is a good Pepe to play. Now, this is a typo. This is not on play. This is activate main.
Mm-hmm.
Activate main once per turn. Don -1. This character can attack active mode characters during this turn.
Not a bad
So if you're
card.
playing ulti,
Yep.
yeah, if you're playing ulti, you're playing this card.
Yep.
Because
Just better
it's
than the
a
vanilla. Yeah.
0-cost 5K.
Yep.
Yep. And you can also just play this card in general, but you're probably playing ulti because she's a 2K combo.
Yeah. I
So
agree.
you have this as well. If you have both of them together, you play both of them.
It's
and
a-
if you
it's-
don't, you
yeah.
combo with them.
It's a strong tempo. It really like ulti page 1 on turn 2 is a very strong tempo play. It's pretty nice.
Oh yeah, especially when Pepe can swing on whatever they just played.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Hold them.
This is a 3-cost 4K that's punching his lion.
Yep. They don't get along.
All right. Is this lion on his stomach
Mhm.
or
It looks like his looks like his lower stomach.
it looks like his much lower stomach. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, 3-cost 4K plus 1K power on KO. Add one card from your Don deck and rest it. Your opponent just never attacks it.
That's it. Yeah, they can very easily
Never
afford.
attack it.
Yeah, much like Kamazo, I tried this guy, and they can just ignore him. I would like ulti, and all the other ones are just better. So whatever.
Yep. All right, moving on. Oh no.
Yep.
Here we go. This is Drake from Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Got a 5-cost 5K. That abysmal stat
Mm-hmm.
lineup right there.
But
he does, look at this combo cost on this card.
But
when I read this effect, you remember this is a 2K combo as well.
Oh yeah.
On play, Don -1. Oh god, your opponent trashes one card from their hand.
Yeah. No, I mean this is pretty strong. Again, I don't think this is going to be the set where because there's only 2 hand destruction cards.
I don't care. You're playing 4 of this regardless. It's a 2K combo. Like
you can play it. Yes, this is just going to be. It's a pretty good card. I like it. I think there's a lot of value in it. And then you just keep your eye on it. And if they add more hand destruction would be insanely broken in this game. There's just so little draw power. So you just have to be wary of it existing, basically.
this is just a good card.
I agree.
All around.
Yeah. The stats are mediocre, but everything else, it has a really powerful effect and a really good combo counter power. So it's pretty strong.
Yep. And its stats can be a little bit more mediocre in a purple deck because of
Yeah, exactly. Because you're playing this, you have more energy to play with than you would in like green.
Yep. I do hope the alt art of this is him actually being an Allosaurus.
That'd be cool.
Yep. All right, we have Elephants Marcho. All right.
Yeah.
We got a 4. This is a smile type.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a 4-cost card. Main KO one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 2 or less. Then ramp 1. So that's not good enough. You 4 energy.
I think it's good in Crocodile. It's good in Crocodile. Yeah, I think so.
I guess because you want to ramp there, like you need more options. But like
you do, yeah. Well, go ahead.
If this said 3,
if
this said 3,
it'd be nuts.
Yep.
Yeah.
But the fact it says 2, it's just not good enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I agree, but it's also a trigger, and you then also draw a card in Crocodile. Again, Crocodile doesn't have Onigashima, so you need more ramp cards because you don't have Oni, and then you're ramping into like Mihawk, you know what I mean? So this card was good in Crocodile. I felt like it. I wasn't mad about it,
Yeah. Speaking of Onigashima, why are there no locations in this set?
That's a great question. I don't know. It's a good question.
Yep. All right, here we go. Artificial Devil Fruit Smile. Look at 5 cards in the top of your deck. Play a Smile character with a cost of 3 or less, and bottom deck the rest. So if you wanted to play a Smile deck, you would play Speed, you would play Lion Dude, you would play a bunch of the other guys, and probably not do all that spectacularly. It's just not good enough.
They can't all be winners. That's all that comes down to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, we got Sheep's Horn. 2 mana, activate main, Don -1. You may return the specified number of Don cards from your field to your... Oh, I didn't need to read that.
That's okay.
Rest one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 6 or less. If this had a trigger effect, it would probably be considerable. Because it does not, you have enough removal in your deck. Like, a cost of 6 or less, that's just Brachio Bomber.
Mm-hmm. There's just better options. That's all it comes down to.
Yeah. So, yeah, Smile just being kind of mediocre on everything it's on.
Mm-hmm.
More. I hate this card.
I think it's really good.
Oh, God, I don't. Anyway,
it's really good.
So this is a 1-cost counter. Don -2. Ouch. Your leader, one of your characters gains 2K, then you draw 1 card.
Mm-hmm.
I like the cycle, but like, God, I don't think you can afford 4 of this. I do like its trigger. I like the fact that it flips up off the trigger and you get ramp, but I don't know.
I think it's really good. Again, in Crocodile, it's solid. You want this as a shield trigger in Crocodile because you draw and ramp. In just purple decks, no, I don't know. Like Bolo Breath or Blast Breath, whatever the translation is already kind of pretty costly. Like spending 1 and then killing this. I agree, this card is costly, I didn't hate it though. I played it at 2 for a while. In like the purple decks, it felt fine. I don't think it's a bad card. And then in Crocodile, it's a 4 of because it like draws 2, or is a trigger draw 1 ramp. I think it's a really solid card in Crocodile.
Yeah, and Crockett's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Bagua.
Bagawa, Thunder Bagawa.
Thunder Bagawa. All right, this is your 2-cost 4K combo card.
Mm-hmm.
So again, 2 cost. Your leader, one of your characters, it's 4. And then if you have 2 or less life, you ramp.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 2 energy, gain 4.
Mm-hmm.
Its trigger does in fact ramp you though.
Mm-hmm.
God, I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that?
Nah, I don't think it does enough.
Bolo Breath is just so bad. I would want to play this card because it doesn't neg my energy. Like,
Yeah.
I hate Bolo Breath so much.
Yeah. No, I mean it's really. I mean, like, think you compare this to something like Objection, right? Where it's like, I know it's a whole different game, but it's like, well, Objection's a neg 2 that ramps, and this is a protect a life or protect something and then ramp. Shield trigger ramp. Again, in Crocodile, it also draws a card. Okay, I don't think this card's bad. It's
No, I don't think it's bad. It's better in Blurple, kind of,
yeah.
than it is in Blurple.
Yes, probably. That's a reasonable statement.
You
Because you're
get
at
to
2
pick
quicker. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yep.
Here
And then
we
we
go.
have the 2 SCRs. We have Shanks,
Mm-hmm.
9 mana, 10k, dim stats dough.
Big body.
Yeah, big, beautiful artwork too. No combo power. Effect, rush. All right, sold, solid, fantastic. Oh, it has more? When attacking, your opponent can't activate blocker on characters that have 2k power or more. So that doesn't come up all too often. But this is a 9 mana 10k. You play Shanks, you punch your opponent in the face, and then you laugh at them when they try to kill it. It even leaves you with an energy up because it costs 9, not 10, so that you can defend it with Guard Point or Frankie's Radical Beam.
Yeah. No, I think it's a great. This is a great card. We've been It's been revealed for like a week now. We've been playtesting it. We did some red mirror matches that felt like whoever drew Shanks first won. And
because the second Shanks could never kill the first one.
Because it's a 9k, or you don't have the Dawn to attach to it. So it's a great top end for like, the aggro decks a lot of the time are like top decking to try to find damage or removal, and this is like the best top deck damage. I mean, it's really hard to out combo this. I wouldn't say it's not impossible, but it's really hard. It takes like a 2k spell plus a 0 mana 2k from your hand. It's just a really good card, and then it just sits on the field, and it's like, well, kill me, figure it out. You gotta attack.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. And like you said, you have Radical Beam, so this is like a 14k defensively. Well, okay, what are you going to attach 10 Dawn to your leader and swing for 15? Okay, go for it.
Yeah, all right, it's dead. All right, second Shanks, because we can play 4 if we want.
Yeah.
It's a very strong 2. Very strong 2 of it.
Yeah, very strong 2 of, I agree, yeah.
And then we have Yamato. Right. Yamato. So you've got Yamato here. But no, it's Yamato. Have you ever...
It's not. It's Yamato. That's how they say it in the show.
It's Yamato. You ever play Devil May Cry?
No, I don't know. You ever watch... damn, what's that shit called? Hitman Reborn? There's a Yamato in that show, too. It is Yamato, though. I'm telling you, it's Yamato.
Yamato.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
So it's a 5 cost 5k. So again, abysmal stat lineup. Does have combo power, and all it has is it's treated as YuGiOh. Nobody cares. It's got 2 important words though. It has double attack, which deals 2 damage, and banish, which trashes the things that it hits. So if your opponent does not answer this card, you just put like 5 energy on it and punch them in the face, and they just lose 2 resources.
Yeah, I mean,
very strong.
Literally just today, you dealt 4 damage to me with this card. It was like, oh, that really sucks. That's like all of my life, and I didn't get any of it to hand. That's horrible.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, most of the time it just dies.
Yeah, it's I think it's a great card. I think I'm playing it at 3 in every single green deck I've had. I don't think it's a 4 just because it's like 5 drop. I'm gonna draw it. it's really not safe to slam on turn 5, like whenever you have 5 Dawn, because there's a lot of things that answer it. It is like the later game you play it, the better, and then you finally kill with it once you've kind of drowned out their resources a little bit. I think both secret rares are incredible. They're both staples for their color. I do think they're both good. I mean, it's a good card. It has a really, really, really high ceiling, you know?
It does, but that combo power though. Also in Law, you can exchange a 1-drop for this.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, it's super good in Law because so like I played this pass. They didn't kill it. I go summon Brook, attach 2 to this, activate Law effect, put Brook in my hand, play 5-drop Law, swap something else, play Brook again, equip 5 to this. You have again, Log's got the wombo combos. You know what I mean? It's got the wombos and the combos, so some cool stuff you can do. But I mean, overall, yeah, both secret rares, great cards. They're both staples in whatever color you're playing them in. You know.
Yep, and so that's
that is OP01. All right, well, we'll do this. Yep, we'll wrap it up quick before one of our internets go out again. Everyone, thanks for watching. I'm really excited. I love One Piece. I'm a huge fan of the show, the manga. I have One Piece tattoos. I have a signed Whitebeard poster signed by the voice actor that somebody got me for my birthday. You know, pretty cool guy. So I love One Piece a lot. I'm very excited to play the card game. I think it's very good. Me and Sublet, hopefully we'll be a part of it. We'll be a big part of the community like we were with the Dragon Ball community. So I'm so excited. I wish it was coming out, the same time as Japan, because then we'd be getting it in a week as opposed to like 5 months. But I'm excited to play either way.
Yeah, at least we get those starter decks soon. And there's always
excuse me. It's always untapped. Yeah, that's where we've been playing. Shout out to Pro Play Games. If you have pre-orders for the set, you can do it at proplaygames.com. Keep your eyes peeled for some tournaments. We do have untapped tournaments planned with the OP01 format, like the actual real format, not just starter deck tournaments, but we do have some stuff planned where the prizing is going to be like booster boxes. So keep your eyes peeled for those. We're going to be doing those soon. And other than that, Sublet, you got anything else you want to say?
Just that I'm really excited for this stuff to come out. They've done a great job balancing all of these colors, and it's a lot of fun to play. So, hurry up, December.
Hurry up. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with more One Piece content. Goodbye.